I can make this beef bacon too.
Yo, 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 we live. You tapped into the fly frequency. Got my guy here for boxing here with me. Yo, if you checking this out on the replay, smash the like button. The Cash App and the PayPal is going across the bottom. You already know about the super chats. The super chats is working. We're gonna talk about a little bit of boxing. We're gonna talk about these changes to the Muhammad Ali Act, and also Tank fans not believing that he's on a run. I already know you want to get at the Tank thing, so we gonna just tackle that real quick. You know what I'm saying? About the whole Tank not being on the run because he's shooting text messages or whatever, or on
It's
social
so
media.
it's so many things, man. Tank fans live in an alternate universe. I think Tank fans legitimately live in a universe where they think all things revolve around Tank, and everybody is out to get Tank, and every narrative about Tank must be a good one. I've listened to KO, I've listened to Fanon, and I have heard zero empathy for the young lady involved in this incident. I've heard no concern for her well being, no concern for her safety. All I hear is the narrative being spun about how tough his upbringing was and how stressed out he is. Look, we all got stressed. We all got things going on in our lives that are detrimental to our lives sometimes. But the bottom line is you got to keep pushing and you got to be held accountable. He doesn't get any preferential treatment from the government or anybody else because he's Javante Davis. I hate to tell y'all, but he's just another little N-word to the government. They don't care about him. Y'all care about him, and y'all want the world to see him the way y'all see him, and the world's not going to see him that way. You guys are a cult. It's actually pretty sick the way y'all love him and lift him up. This kid is confirmed that he is on camera dragging this woman out by her throat and by the back of her head, and all y'all got to say is, "Well, we ain't see the video." Well, the police
Hey,
told you they saw the video. Enough is enough. Enough is enough, bro.
hey, yo, this is one of the crazy things that I was thinking about too, man. Like, when these allegations first became public and everything, a lot of people were saying, "Oh, I got daughters and this and that and the third. If he did this, he deserved everything to come with it and all that. Yada yada. What everybody was saying, man. But now, we heard a detective. Well, we saw a detective is saying that they have a videotape that
Yeah,
that people was doubting existed. They're saying that they have a videotape, and they're saying that the videotape goes along with what she was saying, bro.
yeah,
And so the bottom line is she wasn't lying. I mean,
right.
so if you're defending Javante Tank Davis at this point, the
Yeah.
the best you could be doing is saying, "Oh, I hope he can get off it on a technicality or something."
But
I hope
even
his
that's
lawyers can
dirty.
get him through this.
Even that's dirty though because it still puts the victim second, and it's very
Exactly. That's what
insensitive,
I'm. That's
and
why I brought up the part
it's
about the daughters. Like
it's
everybody
so
talking about,
insensitive
oh,
to
I got
her that they keep
daughters.
talking about him and what
Yeah,
he's going through, and y'all are now manufacturing things. Then y'all trying to what's what I'm looking for? Y'all are like y'all trying to farm. What's the word I'm looking for? Y'all trying to farm. What's the word I'm looking for? When you give somebody, y'all trying to farm sympathy for him now. Y'all trying to farm it. Oh, he went through a lot. He grew up poor. His mom struggled. He didn't have anybody. I don't care. That has nothing to do with what he did to that girl that night. How many people we got live right now with us, bro? Because I want to say
it's
what I
it's
really want to say for
it's
when the
it's
people
a
start coming in.
it's a few. It's about five people in here on this side. About six,
So
about
we
six
got to.
people, whatever,
All right. So I'm gonna
somewhere
get in.
around there.
You mind if I get into
Not a
it?
bunch. I mean, go ahead. I mean,
All right.
yeah, you can
So
get into it.
I'm gonna get into this now while we got people here, and hopefully people start coming in on the bill. And I'll go back and repeat it again if people need to hear it. This is what y'all not going to hear from the tank lawyer channels, right? This is what y'all not going to hear from this about this case. This girl said that she met Tank in 2022, right? And they knew each other for a couple years before they started dating. They started dating in 2025 and they dated for 5 months. She said that in the course of this relationship, he had gotten physical with her before. And I think that that was one of the ultimate reasons why I'm assuming that that's one of the reasons why she wanted to end it because he had gotten physical with her. So she ended things with him. I want to say the incident happened in October. So she ended things with him in September. So they had a 5 month run. So I'm guessing they started dating him in spring, maybe late summer type, early summer type of thing. So she ends the relationship with him and she blocks him on every device. She blocks him on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, text message, FaceTime, you name it, she blocked him. She didn't want to deal with him anymore. And that was in September-ish, I would imagine, because the incident happened about 1 month after she cut ties with him. So a month later, after she blocked him on every device, she wanted nothing to do with him. Tank decided that no, you're not going anywhere until I tell you you can be. You're not going anywhere until I say so, and you're not done until I say you're done. So a month after being blocked on every device, Javante Davis goes to her place of employment at 4 o'clock in the morning, and he grabs her by her neck and her hair and says to her, "Bitch, you thought I wasn't gonna find you." So what do you have right here? You have stalking. You have this guy stalking this woman. He's stalking and harassing her. He showed up at her workplace. And if one of you little N-words showed up at my daughter's workplace and grabbed her by her hair and by the back of her neck, probably be the last time you ever grab anybody by their hair in the back of their neck. Um, these guys are not going to tell y'all that he did this to her. They're not going to tell y'all that he dragged her out, and they laugh and tell jokes about the so-called kidnapping. No, he tried to kidnap that girl. He was dragging her to his car. He dragged her out of the building and into the parking lot and tried to pull her and throw her. The plan was to throw her into a car, but she got clever and got away from it. Javante Davis is a scumbag, and you all know this, and y'all neglect to tell y'all followers these things because y'all don't want him viewed in a negative light. Y'all just as bad as he is. That's all I got, bro. He stalked that girl. He was stalking and harassing her. She wanted to be done, and he wouldn't leave her alone. And then all they got to say is, Tank, you got to stay out of them strip clubs. Tank was not a patron at the strip club. He was a stalker in the strip club. That's what he was. It's the truth. I'm not
Yeah.
even being funny. He
I,
stalked that girl.
I, I,
He stalked that girl. That girl wanted to be left alone. And all they got to say is, "Oh, you got to find better taste in women." No, it's y'all that y'all do everything except for hold him accountable. It is not about his taste in women. It's about their taste in him, if anything. He's the common denominator. Everybody's not lying on him. And which is even crazier is that y'all already saw him do this before. Y'all literally saw him do exactly what this video describes. And y'all know he's capable of it. And y'all still don't say anything. What's wrong with
hey,
y'all?
man, hey, man, all I can say is it look like they love for Tank go deep, man. You know,
Yeah,
they don't care they don't care what kind of
real
person
deep.
he is outside of the ring. They don't care about none of that, bro. They just I don't know. They just I don't know. It's weird energy, man. I always, got weird energy from a lot of these Tank fans, man. It's just crazy, man.
And,
Diabolical.
and I tweeted earlier, bro. I said it's only so long that people who are not Tank fans can be friends with Tank fans before they realize I can't be friends with these guys. You don't carry the same morals as Tank fans. Like me and you don't have the same morals as them. They have shown no concern whatsoever for this girl's safety, her mental health. The fact that y'all said this girl was on a cash grab and she never made a police report, when in fact she made a police report right away and the police just took a few months to investigate it. Y'all treated this girl like dirt. And y'all want us to now, y'all know that the writing is on the wall. He's on the run because he's guilty of what he's being charged with. And it's something that he's ashamed of in that video. And now y'all want us to feel bad for him. Oh, he grew up in the ghetto in Baltimore. He walked to school with no shoes on. I don't care. I don't care. It has nothing to do with what we are talking about right now. It has nothing to do with it. And again, you're not going to farm sympathy out of me to make me feel bad for this dude. He's well beyond the what's what I'm looking for? I'm a little buzzed right now. Like benefit of doubt. He's well beyond that. He's forfeited his benefit of doubt a long time ago. He gets none. He gets no benefit of doubt. He's a terrible person. And if this was Devin Haney, y'all would not be sitting here talking about wait for the facts. Y'all would be ripping Devin to shreds. Y'all tell me Devin and Bill are the biggest problem in boxing. I ain't never heard Devin and Bill beating no women up.
Hey, look, and to say that he's not on the run just because he's tweeting and getting on social media,
Yeah.
I mean that's crazy, man. Like
Yeah.
everybody don't have their phone with them.
But instead
Like
of
he
them
can.
saying that he's making a mockery of this, they're egging him on, they're cheering him on. And then when he does something to himself, they're gonna blame us. They're gonna blame me and you for being too hard on him, but they're not gonna blame themselves for egging him on and pushing him to this. Y'all love him so much, tell him to stop and turn yourself in. Since y'all love him so much. Y'all are so dishonest and y'all run around calling everybody else a liar. Y'all the biggest, most dishonest clown bozos around. I never seen nothing like it for a bunch of real N-words. Y'all sure do a lot of hoe stuff.
Yeah, this crazy, man. This Tank situation is just crazy, man.
It really
And
shows you who. It really shows you who is who. I actually listened to Fanon say, when you got trauma and stress in your life, he can understand how that can make you go to a strip club and scuff a girl up at 4 o'clock in the
Scuffle
morning.
Girl,
I
yeah,
said,
Scuffle
bro,
Girl.
what?
I heard that.
I said, bro, what? And I know you don't get involved in the name dropping and stuff, but I need people to hear who say these things. And if you don't believe me, you can go verify it on his page for yourself. And if you can listen to that as a man and still think it's okay and find nothing wrong with it, you got to really look at yourself in the mirror, bro. You're not a man. And if you wouldn't be okay with this happening to your daughter, how dare you stand next to this dude? How dare you? If you got daughters, if you got sisters or mother, if you would stand next to Tank, stand next to the nigga who beat your sister ass. Wait for the facts to come out. When she come home with a bloody nose, just wait for the facts. Don't rush the judgment. Y'all some clowns, bro.
Yeah, man, it's crazy.
Y'all really some clowns, bro. I don't respect you niggas. Y'all some bozos, bro. Like I would smack one of these niggas, bro. I would really smack one of these YouTube niggas, man. I hate these niggas, bro.
Hey, yo, chill,
They
man.
making me they making me
Let me
turn
say what's up to some of the
real
people
quick.
that came in the building.
They making me turn into Hassan Campbell. I'm getting so mad I want to cry. It's like no,
Hey, yo, hey, yo, shout out to Dank Father. We got Dank Father in the building.
that's my guy. What up,
Blue
Dank Father?
Blue Hustle Man was good, bro.
The Dank
I
Father,
don't know
one of the
who this
realest
is.
niggas, man.
Blus World 99. What's up, yo? Technique 539 in the building. We got Joseph Jackson in here. And that's all I see that commented, man. Salute to y'all. The
Yeah.
link is pinned in case y'all want to come up here and cook on something.
Man, think about how bad the
But
war would be right now as men if all of us were defending Tank. How would we look as men? We would look like the women who think he cute.
Mr.
This
Big
is
Play Bray, what's good? Yo, I
it's
see you popped in.
embarrassing, man. Embarrassing, bro. Embarrassing to be for y'all to call yourselves men, bro.
Lennar Pryor. I think I said that right. What's good with you, bro? Man, yeah. I just I don't know how they be thinking, man. How they thought process is working, man. I don't see how, you can say, "Oh, I got daughters, man." If any of this, turn out to be true, he need to be, he need to get everything that come with that. And then we hear the detective say that there is a video, and the video goes with what she said. You know what I'm saying? She didn't lie. So he's seen doing these things to her in the video. But that don't mean nothing to y'all Tank fans, huh?
Nope.
That don't mean nothing, I guess.
They're trying to buy time by saying wait for all the facts to come out. They hope that if they keep saying wait for all the facts to come out, we'll forget about everything else that we already know. Why do we have to wait for all of the facts to come out when we can discuss the facts we already have? Y'all broke down the Devin Haney video with him and Tank fighting him and said that Devin got beat up when we all saw Devin whoop Tank ass. Y'all talked about that for a year after that video dropped. We can't talk about this one for 5 minutes. We have enough to know that. We have enough to. I think in this case we can trust what the police are saying is true. The police ain't gonna lie and say something's on that video that's not on that video. And if they lie, why wouldn't Tank come out and say they all lying? There's no video. Show me the video.
Hey, look, this what I said, yo. If Tank is not on the run, yo, he could sue CBS, NBC, ABC, ESPN, all of these different news outlets that's reporting on him being on the run and the manhunt, looking for him and all of that. Like, come on, y'all. Like, you got to use your brain, man. The world is not against Tank, bro. The world is not lying on Tank.
Yeah, and everybody's just out to get this kid. They don't want him to be great. Everybody's trying to ruin the PBC. And everybody at the PBC is a victim. Tank's a victim. Errol's a victim. Deontay's a victim. And Charlo's a victim. Everybody's a victim. Nobody over there is just a shithead.
Hey, they was talking about it was AI when I played the first news outlet or whatnot. The news
I'm still
from
looking for the
Miami.
stampede. I'm still looking for the stampede. That Tank was
Oh
saving
no,
that
that's
girl
crazy.
from.
Oh no, you know they still defending. Unc still defending and everything. I saw him up there what Joseph Jackson said. The PBC and Top Rank crashing.
Yeah, they've been crashed, and they the only ones that don't see it. They refuse to see it,
He
and
said you can't hide from technology, frequent flyer. Hey man, I know that, man. Uh, I'm into technology, man. I fly drones, build drones, planes, RCs, and all of that. You know what I'm saying? So, I ain't got no impairment when it comes to electronics or technology, bro. I know about AI and all of that, but you can tell what's AI and what's not, bro.
yeah,
I mean, you got reporters and stuff, responding from different places and all that. How I'm gonna put all of that together, man?
yeah, man. I hate the direction society is going in, right? And when we talk about this tank thing really got me a little heated, bro, because it's like I can't believe grown men do this. And the sad thing is, you got grown men like Boxing Eagle who got to be at least 40. I'll give him the benefit. I'll say he's 40. For now, it's 56, 57 years old. All these dudes are 40 and up. And these dudes are basically telling these young kids who support and love Javante that this shit is okay. It's okay to do what you do because somebody gonna always make excuses for you. Y'all are setting a bad example for the next generation, bro. Y'all are embarrassing. This is like the ramifications that this have. All y'all care about is Tank, but y'all don't care about how it affects the outside world. Y'all call this girl all types of all types of liars and stuff. Where is the concern for her mental health? She's the
Greggy Cash was good, bro.
man. No, I want to talk to Greg, man. Greg, click the link, man. Come up here and talk to us, man.
Hey Ramon, what's good, bro? What he say? He said, "Okay, then if
No,
they really wanted
I'm
him,
eating
they
bacon,
can
bro.
come and get them." Oh, you talking about technology as far as the police and all of that? That's not what y'all want to happen, man. Y'all don't want them to have to come and kick in a door nowhere and come and get Tank, bro. That's gonna be ugly. Y'all don't want that that's one thing you don't want to happen.
Let me ask you a question real quick, bro. Would you I'm gonna text you. I'm gonna text you. You hear me, bro?
Yeah, yeah, I hear
I'm gonna
you.
text you. I ain't gonna
Greg,
say.
what's good,
I'm
bro?
gonna text you.
What's the deal?
Yo,
G Hack, what's up, babe?
Chilling. What's the deal?
Ain't nothing Philly in here, man. It's a good joint.
For sure.
Greg, what's your
you
thoughts on this? Oh, my fault. I'll let you answer.
no, go ahead. You got it.
I just wanted to ask Greg, what's his thoughts on this whole Javante Davis, everything we know so far about the video existing and all of that stuff. Like, what's your position on that and how I think your response to, I guess, what we'll call the Tankamaniacs, like how they're responding to it and how soft they being on him about this. Like as a man and a father and everything like that. What's your stance on that, bro?
I mean, I think first of all, as far as how people taking it, that's the world we live in today. Nobody care about nothing.
Right.
Everybody's selfish. Everybody only care about their own shit. You know what I mean? So that's first of all. Nobody really cares. Second of all, when somebody do something so many times, it almost seem unreal. It almost seemed like, all right, well, that's what they do. Now the thing is with Tank, I don't know what happened. I still haven't seen anything. All I'm hearing is that he a wanted man, but I don't know what he wanted for. You know what I mean? As far as the girls, sometimes I feel some kind of way about it as far as they go. But then I'm also saying to myself, well, what did you want out of him? What did you? And I'm not saying you was in it for the money, but I'm saying what was you trying to get from Tank? Because if
Right.
you don't love him and you getting what I don't understand, I just don't understand.
So
If you don't love a person like Tank, what are you around him for? What are you trying to
right.
get from him? You know
So
what I'm saying?
I'm gonna say this right. This is something that when we first started the live, I had touched on. I'm gonna try to I'm gonna paraphrase it and try to make it quick. But basically, I ran down the timeline of things right because we really got into this. The allegation came out in October, what he what he allegedly did or whatever. Prior to that, the girl a month before the incident happened in the strip club, she blocked him on everything. She cut ties with him. She said he was putting his hands on her and stuff like that. She didn't want to deal with him anymore. She blocked him.
Yeah,
Blocked him via text, Instagram, TikTok, MySpace, you name it, she blocked him. She didn't want to deal with him anymore.
right.
He showed up at the club a month later at 4 o'clock in the morning grabbed her by her neck and the back of her head, and he said to her, "Bitch, you ain't think I was gonna find you?" What that sound like to you, Greg? That's stalking. He stalked that girl.
Yeah,
And Tank fans will want you to believe. They say stuff like, "Tank, you gotta stay out them strip clubs, man." Nigga, he
yeah,
wasn't in the strip club. Y'all are intentionally misleading people, and y'all trying to make it seem like he was at the strip club having a good time and an incident broke out. No, he left wherever he was and showed up at her workplace and dragged her out of there.
yeah.
Why are we not talking about this?
I mean,
Why
I
are we
don't know,
talking about
man.
him? Why are we talking about him? Oh, maybe he'll beat the case. Maybe they ain't gonna find him. Maybe he in Thailand. Why are we talking like that? As
Yeah.
men, as fathers.
I mean, we gotta understand too, though. When I said in the beginning, people don't care. I mean, you still got people, getting killed over bullshit. So I don't think motherfuckers really worried about Tank.
Yeah, but I'm saying, yeah, they don't care. I'm talking about the people who are talking about it in this boxing network, Twitter, YouTube, all of
Yeah,
that. It's the hot topic, so we gotta address it. You know what I mean? Like, I
yeah,
understand. I think that we at this point where now it's like it's idol worship, bro. Y'all worship this dude,
yeah. But
Hey,
that's
hey,
and
hey, Greg, you said you don't know what happened. Here go the official news report right here, bro.
yeah.
Right now at 5, a boxing superstar at the center of a multi-agency manhunt. World lightweight champion Gervonta Tank Davis is wanted on multiple charges, accused of domestic violence in Miami Gardens. And this is not his first run-in with the law. Good evening, I'm Lauren Pastrana.
And I'm Jim Berry. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. CBS News Miami's Chelsea Jones is your reporter live in Miami Gardens with the allegations against Davis. Chelsea.
And guys, this happened back in October, according to Miami Gardens Police Department. The ex-girlfriend told officers that Gervonta showed up to her job, which is a gentleman's club in town, and he put his hands on her. And police say that they have surveillance video that corroborates those claims.
Gervonta Tank Davis.
Most people know him as a world champion boxer, but now there's a warrant out for his arrest.
On the following charges: battery, false imprisonment, and attempted kidnapping.
The victim told Miami Gardens police Davis showed up to her job at a Miami Gardens gentleman's club on October 27th.
The victim reported that Mr. Davis grabbed her by her back of her head, pulling her by her hair with one hand and by her throat with the other.
Police say he then forced her down the steps into a parking garage. That's where the victim says Tank let her go and she ran away. She reported it 2 days later.
She has known Mr. Davis since 2022, and they were previously involved in an intimate relationship for approximately 5 months, which ended about a month prior to the incident.
Both fighters knockout artists, both of them undefeated.
In July 2025, 3 months before this alleged incident, the boxer was arrested on a battery charge, accused of assaulting the mother of his children on Father's Day. This is video of him not speaking to cameras when he was released from TGK. The charges were dropped. In 2023, he was charged with battery, accused of slapping a woman. Florida prosecutors dropped that charge after the victim said she did not wish to proceed. In 2020, he turned himself in after this video that appears to show him grabbing the mother of his child out of her seat at a charity boxing game.
I want to say I'm a boxer puncher. I'm definitely explosive.
The United
That's
States
crazy
Marshals
as all
Hey,
Fugitive
that
Task
part right
Force.
there is
That's
diabolical.
crazy.
The Baltimore Banner reports that Davis told Inside Boxing Live that he had plans to hang up his gloves at the end of last year because he has 2 daughters that he wanted to be softer and more humble for. We have reached out to his attorneys and they have declined to comment. Live in Miami Gardens, I'm Chelsea Jones, CBS News, Miami.
They still didn't show no video though.
Well, the part that stuck out to me was that they said that her story matched the video that they observed. So I mean, yeah, we gonna say we don't trust the police, but in this case, Greg, I think we could trust the police on this one. They
I'm
ain't gonna
just
get up
saying
there.
they said her report and her
Yeah,
report.
but then they said the police reviewed a video that corroborates her story.
I'm just saying, right? We all know. See, this is where we get confused about the world, right? We got to be real, all the way real. We all know a girl, or we all know a nigga that ended up in jail over a girl that was lying. So we on the fence about it. We got some people who gonna be behind him, and you got some people that's like, fuck Tank. He out of pocket. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I'm behind him. I'm saying before I point my finger at somebody, show me what happened. That's just who I am. You know what I mean? If somebody did
Yeah.
something, if
I,
somebody did something to my daughter, right? My
right.
daughter and or my sister, and I know they did it, then I'm not telling no cops. I'm not calling y'all niggas. I'm not getting online. I'm gonna go holler at the boy. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know all that boxing shit and all that. That shit go out the window when somebody disrespect a female in your family. I mean, nobody give a fuck about no boxing. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I
but I
don't
mean on
know.
this level, it's a higher level. You know what I mean? Because more at stake here, I guess you could say. But I'm just disappointed in the amount of dudes who call themselves covering this, and as they cover it, they leave out such important facts that people need to know, and they're trying to paint the narrative that he's just being picked on and he's some innocent kid. And I don't like that. Like, stop leaving stuff out on purpose to spin a narrative. Tell the truth.
But that's what they've been doing to us since the beginning of the time. That's why you got all these niggas running around fucked up in the head.
Yeah, I mean, I get that, but I'm just saying, respectfully, I'm just talking about in the here and now. You know what I mean? Not the history. I understand the history of
Well,
it for
look at our
sure.
well, look at our now, right? We got some nigga running around our city talking about he the Black Panthers. Man, you don't get the fuck out of here, man. You gonna
Are you
get
talking
somebody
about
killed. You
talking
gonna
about
get somebody, bro. He gonna
the
get
little boy,
somebody killed, bro.
the Puerto Rican boy?
He's gonna get somebody killed, bro.
He a black Puerto Rican Panther.
Bro, he's gonna get somebody killed.
I don't dispute that.
I don't care what he look like. He gonna get somebody murdered because
Yeah.
he got motherfuckers thinking you can walk down the street with a machine gun.
Well, I
Talking,
mean,
long as you talking Black Panther shit, you cool. Somebody
Good
gonna
thing
get
is,
smoked over that shit.
good thing is he is getting exposed and called out for it.
Yeah, because he full of shit.
Yeah.
That Black Panther shit been got infiltrated, and you will never be able to do it again. That should have never be able to
Yeah.
happen again.
But to the other back to the original point, bro. I just feel like these dudes is hypocrites because when the report about Devin Haney and his baby mom came out, bro, them boys threw a parade to talk about it. They ain't wait for the facts. They went right in.
Yeah, because
Now,
niggas hate
right.
Bill Haney. That's why.
But my problem is though, these are the same guys who tell you that they consistent, they not biased, they fair across the board, but y'all none of those things. So
But it's
I'm gonna
because
call
niggas hate Bill Haney. Niggas is haters.
yeah, but even if that's the case, you can hate Bill all you want, but you ain't gotta lie. I don't like Javante, but I never lied on him.
No,
Them
for
boys be
sure.
lying.
That's fair. I agree with you. You know what I mean? But the thing is, if we gonna start calling shit to the forefront, then we gotta call all the weird shit, all the super weird shit that we've been seeing for years to the forefront.
But within
hey,
this
hey, hey, hey,
YouTube
hey, Greg,
war,
hey,
I thought,
Greg,
my bad.
since we the public never saw that video that they're talking about they got, you feel like we can't trust the police, from what they said, them saying that the
Bro,
video, goes along with everything that this female said or whatever?
I got a question. I got a question for y'all, right? How come they could show Anthony Joshua and his homies after the car crash, these niggas' bodies is laid out on the ground? You know what I'm
So I
saying?
think I think the video is going to
Somebody
come out
recorded
when
that.
I think the
What I'm
video is going to come out when they catch him. I think
what
that's
I'm
when it's
saying
all going
is
to come out.
what I'm saying is how come we could see that video, but then y'all can't show us a girl getting gripped up? But
Well,
y'all
I
can
mean,
show us y'all
that was
y'all can
cell phone videos though, Greg. That was videos that went
it's
straight to the
Yeah,
internet.
we
yeah, but
talking
it's
about right now. We talking about
This is
video. We
CCTV, like
talking
this
about
is
video right
surveillance
now. We
cameras.
talking about video that's part of a case. You know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
that they trying to charge him with, and at the same time they had to subpoena the establishment to get this video.
I don't
So
think y'all.
I don't expect the police to leak the video.
Hey, do y'all know this? Do y'all know that we got five? Let me see, maybe six, maybe more than that. Probably about 8 police that just got fired. 4 of them got fired, and 4 of them retired because they was stealing money. Y'all know that in our city?
Where in Philly?
Yeah,
I ain't hear about that. No.
they was running a program. Look it up. They was running a program of
The
boxing.
boxing joint, the
Is
boxing joint.
I
exactly,
mean, we all
so
know
you.
like it's some corrupt police
Yeah, I'm
though.
not
But what
saying
I'm
that the
saying is,
police.
when y'all asking me, do I trust? I don't trust nobody, brother. I don't trust
So
nobody.
So this my thing, Greg, right? This the thing with the whole thing about the camera, the club camera, right? Leonard Ellerby got something to say all the time. Every
Yeah,
day, every day he got something to say. He's oddly quiet about this. If there's no video, why is Tank running? Why didn't Tank team come out and say, ain't no video, they lying, drop the tape? There is a video. And the video is bad, and that's why Tank is running. It's a bad video.
They did the same thing to Mike Tyson, bro.
Yeah, but Mike Tyson Joe wasn't on video. This is on tape, and
I'm
it's a
just
repeated
I'm
pattern
just
of
saying,
behavior.
do you also see the patterns though, the repeated patterns
Yeah,
where
but
they
these
where
dudes
they
are putting
blow you?
themselves,
Hold on.
but
Where
they
they
put themselves in them positions.
but this no, they don't. What I'm saying is, will you do you see the repeated patterns where they blow you up, blow your head up, tell you a superstar, you're a trendsetter, and this and that, and then to bring you down, they use a woman to bring you down. Do you see that pattern?
Yeah, but
When
you
you,
have to do something to them. You know what I mean? You got to do
yeah, but you
something.
don't always have to do something. You don't
Yeah, but
always got to do something.
The Mike Tyson one will always be in question. But we've seen Tank drag the girl out of the gym
How
the same
how
way
how
it's described in that
how,
video.
how old are you?
40.
All right, so me and you the same age. You older than me by a year. So you remember that OJ Simpson trial when we was in
Yeah, no
school.
doubt. Yeah, I was in
All
second
right,
grade when that happened.
okay. And I remember having teachers who white teachers, they was like, he did it before anything. He go to court, the whole shit was live. He get off. They was mad at whoever. They was trying to take that shit out on bro. I'm not about to go there. I'm not about to be like, yeah, he wrong. I don't care. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I don't care, bro. Because that nigga living his life and we got to live ours and we got to do what we got to do. Everybody, you know what I mean? I hope everybody just come out safe. That's what I say. But
Yeah,
I
I
don't.
mean, I want everybody to come out safe, but I have, I'm disappointed in the response of grown men who are now trying to, like I said to Frequent earlier, these cats is trying to is they sympathy farming now. Now they want to talk about his upbringing and his trauma and how many times he got punched in the head, and this could be the reason why he showed up at her job and gripped her up.
But that could be true
This
though.
is not. Say that again.
That could be true though.
It could be, but it's not relevant.
How
What's
come? How
relevant is
come? How come?
because no,
Not to cut you off. Not to
you good,
cut you
bro.
off.
You good, good.
My bad. My bad. How
No,
come
good.
we dig into the mental health of a Jeffrey Dahmer? How come we dig into a mental health of a Ted Bundy, but we
Well, we
can't dig into the mental health of a Tank Davis?
we
How come we
can, but
can't do that?
but the problem is Tank Davis admitted he needs therapy, but he doesn't want to take therapy because it's going to take his edge away in a boxing ring. And his fans say, "Yeah, Tank, don't do therapy right now."
I'm just saying though, what's
So
worse, a girl getting gripped up or a motherfucker got a person's head in a refrigerator?
yeah, I mean, obviously the Ted Bundy shit, yeah, and
I'm just
Dahmer type
saying,
stuff.
niggas is wild.
Hey,
Yeah,
you
I
can't.
mean,
Hey, look, man. I got another homie named Kev. You know what I mean? And his daughter got kidnapped like a few months ago. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And it was by somebody that she knew. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? And they came to her job. You know what I'm saying? Picked her up in the car. She got in there willingly.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They ain't had to grip her up or nothing like that. She just got in the car.
she thought it was all good.
Yeah, and never saw her again alive again, bro.
Oh man,
Right. That's crazy.
yeah,
And
I
and
think we
this
have
was
enough.
recent. Y'all probably know about that
I know what
case
you
or
talking
whatever.
about. Yeah, I know
Yeah.
that. I
So
know the girl you talking
I
about.
mean, people think that a kidnapping got to be something like on TV. You know what I'm saying, that you see on TV. It don't always go like that, bro. Not saying that Tank is that person, you know what I'm saying, that would do that, but we don't know, bro.
So this
You know,
dude
we
Ramon
just
Seafood is saying largest strip club in America, no video, no cell phone. Okay, okay. If they didn't have time to record it on the video, apparently he dragged her out of the kitchen or something like that. I don't think the cooks in the kitchen and the waitresses was grabbing their cell phones. They watching a coworker get assaulted.
I
Ramon, you got
want
to stop being stupid, bro.
I want to know this though. When did we start depending on the cops?
I'm what to do? I mean, come on, Greg. We gotta
If
be.
if
We
a
gotta
nigga
be.
touch, listen, I'm telling you some real shit. I got a cousin that was on drugs, right? She just died. She died early last year. I got a cousin that's on drugs. She was with a guy. The guy put her hands on her. Me and my brother made a bet on who could catch him first. That's how we moving. That's just how we moving, bro. And guess what? My cousin was on drugs, but you don't touch my family. I don't give a fuck about none of that. I'm not going to no cops for nothing. Don't touch my family. Is
yeah,
that simple?
everybody don't
The
got
problem
somebody
Yeah,
is,
like that
everybody
though.
the
don't have that,
problem is,
Greg. Everybody don't have that.
yeah, but fuck all that. The
And
problem is,
furthermore,
listen,
Greg,
listen.
I heard her mom was a cop.
Bro, listen to what you said though. You said what happened to men. I'm sitting here explaining it. Y'all niggas start waiting for the cops. Ain't nobody
Yeah, but
waiting for no cops.
yeah, but
Fuck
what
the
they going?
cops.
What they? I mean, seriously, what they going to do to Tank? How you really
What
get to
you
the boy
mean?
that
Take
move?
5'5", slam
Yeah,
him
but
on his
how
head.
do you how you going to get to him?
What you mean? He walked in the
You,
fucking building.
I mean, you every once in the blue, it just ain't gonna happen like that, bro. And everybody
Bro,
don't
I'm
have
telling
people.
y'all
And
niggas,
everybody don't have
you
people.
asking, I'm not going at
Everybody
you.
don't
I'm
have
trying to
it.
say, listen what I'm saying, bro. I'm trying to give you the overall. You asked in the beginning, you said, what happened to the men where they, basically was standing up for women? Niggas start going to the cops. Niggas start looking for the cops. That's what happened.
I mean, if we talking about morality versus street code
It
is why so
no,
many
I didn't
people.
say no. I didn't say nothing about street code. We not talking about nobody being a gangster. We
Well, I'm
talking
just saying.
about we talking about when shit go down in our neighborhoods or to our people, we do something about it. When y'all start going to the cops. I
I
never in
mean,
my life, listen to me. I never in my life called the fucking cops for nothing. I
I
never
got
called
that.
them. I'm
I
not
got
calling
that.
no cops.
I got that. But if we talking about what the right thing to do is, the right thing to do is
Yeah,
to
but
call the police. That's the
yeah,
right thing to
but
do. The right thing to do is
how
not to
is it
go
the
kill them.
but this is my
The
question. I didn't say kill him. I never said
no,
kill him.
I'm not saying that you did, but these is what those things escalate to.
What I'm saying is, brother, listen to me. Listen to me. You saying the right thing to do. If this nigga got a record of doing this, so
Mhm.
when is somebody gonna say, all right, the right thing is he gotta chill? But he don't. If he don't gotta chill, what the fuck we doing the right thing for? So we let him run around, grab bitches by their necks, choke them, slam them, whatever he want to do. But when it come to us, we gotta call the cops and do the right thing. Listen to
I-
what y'all saying.
No, what I'm saying is it's simple. If he assaulted a woman, initially they said she lied. There was no video. Why didn't she go to the cops? And then when they found out she went to the cops, they got on her for it. But
But you
y'all
asked.
asked why didn't she go?
But you asked in the beginning, you said, "What's up with these men?" What I'm
What
saying
I'm
is,
talking
if
about them
niggas
taking
start,
that
if
the
niggas
position
start
of defending
tweaking,
him.
what I'm saying is, if niggas start tweaking on these niggas, it ain't gonna be no what's wrong and what happened.
I don't have a problem with that, but every situation you're not going to have somebody to tweak for you. And if
All
you
right,
got
well,
if some
well,
wrong was done to you, you have every right to call 911. Now, if we want to argue about if it's the gully thing to do or not, sure we could
so
argue
so so
that,
so so this is my problem.
but
All
that's what
right,
a
this is
woman is
my problem.
supposed to do.
So this is what I'm hearing, right? Every male figure in that strip club, them niggas need to get fired because it had to be a man in the kitchen, it had to be a man at least cleaning that motherfucker up, and it had to at least be a man doing security. And y'all mean to tell me this little motherfucker came in there and drug her out of there? That mean all you
Look,
niggas.
that's
That mean
yeah.
all you niggas need to get fired.
Look, I got
If
no problem. Look, I
y'all
got
let
no
a five
problem.
foot
Look,
five,
look.
155 pound man come in there and drag a girl out of there, that mean
I
all
don't think
y'all
it's a
niggas need
such
to get
thing as a
fired.
5'5", 555 pound man. I don't
Huh?
think that's an oxymoron. A 5'5", 555 pound man. I don't even that's an oxymoron.
What that mean?
He a little nigga. I don't even consider that no man. That's a teenage boy.
You can say whatever you want. They let them do
Yeah.
it.
Right. And I don't disagree with that, but that's a different conversation, right? The only
So
thing
what
I'm
are we
getting at is
talking about though?
what I'm talking about is the things that we know, because we don't know who was in the kitchen. We don't know who was in the club. We don't know who was there at 4 o'clock in the morning. What we do know is that we got these YouTubers getting on here every single day, making jokes about this, making light of it, and hoping he gets off.
Well, you know what that's about. That's
That's
about the
foul.
money, baby. You
That's
know that's about the
it's
money.
about the money too. But that means y'all prostitutes, because y'all do anything for $1. Y'all
But
shake
that's
some ass for $1.
but that's what I was saying in the
And
beginning. Nobody give a fuck about nobody no more.
I'm with all of that, G. All I'm saying is in the case of morality, the girl did everything she was supposed to do, right? She got assaulted. Maybe she didn't have the reach to, or maybe her mom is the police officer. Her mom made her do it. Like, no, ain't nobody putting their hands on my kid. Some people don't handle business that way. Everybody's not a street person.
No, it's not
Some people
about being a street person. It's about right or wrong. You said that earlier.
I'm with that, but everybody doesn't have
I'm
a
just
crazy.
telling I'm telling
Everybody
all the
don't have a
men. I'm
right.
telling
I'm
all the
saying
men.
everybody don't have a crazy uncle or crazy aunt. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not flying to Florida to beat Tank up for this girl.
Yeah, you not.
You know what I'm saying?
So that's what I'm saying. If you not willing to go there, then there's no need in
But I'm
saying
gonna
that.
tell
I'm,
you
I'm
why.
telling you
But I'm gonna tell you why.
because
I'm gonna
that's
tell
where
you
it need
why.
to go. That's where it
But
need
no.
to
But I'm gonna
go.
tell you. I'm gonna tell you why you can't play that. I'm gonna tell you why you can't play that game, Greg. Because after you get out here and you fight one of these dudes and beat one of these dudes up, the girl and the dude get back together. Now you and this boy looking at each other like y'all crazy.
Big
So
That
you want
facts.
can't. That's
so
not the
Big
position you could
facts.
take.
listen what I'm all right, listen what I'm trying to tell you. Listen what I'm saying, right? Whether they get back together or not, you now know, don't put your fucking hands on my sister, my little cousin, my big cousin, my mom, my aunt, my grandmom. It don't matter. If y'all could be together, just don't
Nah,
fucking
listen.
touch her.
I would
If
tell
you
my.
touch her,
Yeah,
if you touch
Greg
her,
talking about your family.
Yeah,
Somebody put
I
their
get
hands
that.
on
I
your
got that.
family.
But I'm saying though, right? But what I'm saying is too, your sister and your family, they have an obligation to protect you because they know how you going to react. Don't put me in that position to crash out for a nigga you going to get back with.
well, I
Don't
just
put me in that position.
well, I'm
Don't
just
do
trying.
that to me.
All I was trying to do is answer questions that you had. And as far as these
No,
niggas out here being,
we
as
all
far as these
good. We
niggas out here
cooking.
being fans, these niggas is fanned out. These niggas gonna get on YouTube and they gonna try to make their money because YouTube paying money every month. So they gonna get on here and talk about it because it's a topic that get on people's nerves, that get under their skin, and some people love hearing it. And at the same time, if we talk about the truth, then the truth is, man, ain't no cop looking to help you. They all looking to build some type of something from it. Everybody trying to get clout from these type of situations. So it ain't nobody trying to help nobody. They actually want more tanks out here. They want more guys to act like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm on some shit like touch my family and you gonna fuck the cops. You know what I mean? We gonna deal with
I
that.
mean, I get that, but everybody not gonna say F the cops.
Yeah, but I'm
And
just
the
saying.
ones who
So
don't, I mean, she got
Yeah,
the
you
right to
got.
exercise her
Hey,
right to call
somebody do something to
911.
my daughter, and I could get to him before I can call the cops. Man, that's what's going to happen.
No, yeah, no doubt.
Yes.
yeah,
But
I'm
that's
not
not
calling
always
no
the
cops or
option.
nothing.
When that's not an option, you got to do it the
Look,
right way.
let me say this real quick. See
Hold
now
on.
the way
Before you
that.
say that, let me get this super chat right here. Yo,
Okay.
shout out to Big Dog Willie, the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? With the $5 super chat. He said Tank KOs Duran, Sugar Ray Leonard, Ali, Bruce Lee, Iron Man, Incredible Hulk, a hurricane, earthquake, Jupiter, the sun, and the black hole. Pure facts. Shout
Yeah.
out to Big Dog Willie, man. Always trolling.
No, what
Straight cash. Last me and my family for the rest of our lives. I'm rich, yeah.
So what I was gonna say is this, man. Greg and here, the way that you guys are doing it, you can't say that you guys are wrong. Both of y'all. You see what I'm saying? So if Greg feels that strong to do it that way, then he's gonna do it that way. You see what I'm saying? Everybody's different. Some people don't have that they haven't been through certain situations to be able to say, I'm gonna do it like this. You see what I'm saying? Now, Greg, I understand where you're coming from because I kind of, I'm kind of understanding it. I feel you. I understand. That's what I'll leave it at that. You know what I mean? But I also understand where here's coming from too, because you have some people that don't think like that. They ain't gonna sit there and say that. Now, if they have the opportunity to make a move on the person, just like Flyer said, then they gonna do that. But then you have some people they gonna say, look, I'm not no confrontational ass person. So therefore, I am going to rely on the cops, or I'm going to call up my boys. You see what I'm saying, to handle the situations. There's many of different ways of taking care of the situation. You see what I'm saying? That's at hand. You know, so it's just a matter of that person that the situation that's happening to. How do they handle it? How do they talk to them? Just like he said, man, why would you like, if I know I have a cousin that is in the streets, you see what I'm saying? And he is a very reputable person. That's what I'll say. And, if I even think about, if I look his way, let's just say it's a female, she looks his way and she might be crying. You're like, what's going on? That person, and she tells him, she could be scared not to tell him because she already knows how he is. He gonna do what he got to do to make to correct the situation in the best way in his ability that he sees fit. So sometimes, is it worth putting that person in a position because he don't care. He gonna hold his stuff down, and he might go to jail over this stuff and not care. You see what I'm saying? Because he's protecting his family, like what Greg said. You know, so it just really depends on the people that you're dealing with, you know. So a lot of times, just like what here said, why put if you know that what kind of person you're dealing with when you speak up and tell people what's going on, should you really be telling that person? You see what I'm saying? Or how could you soften the blow to where that person can actually think rationally without overreacting to where he can put himself in a position to set a person up in the future or do whatever they got to do to put, to fix the situation, because you could set somebody up and still not have to, not have to get your hands dirty. Some people are so spiteful and so petty to where they'll wait years upon years just to get at a person. You got some people that don't even care about none of that. They'll do everything themselves. Don't tell nobody. They'll wait up under their car, wait up under somebody's car, the neighbor's car for hours upon hours just to be able to touch somebody. So, man, I mean, y'all all got points, man. That's a fact. So,
No
Yeah,
doubt.
man.
Yeah, I just think that
Mm,
this whole thing, I just think the information that we do have, that the girl told her story and the police said, yeah, we watched the video and her story matches the video. That's good enough for me. And I think that we know, and everything that we know, that he stalked this girl. She blocked him on everything. He kept harassing her and stalking her. At what point do we stop trying to make him out to be the victim and just tell the truth about what's going on here? That's
no,
just what's bothering me, bro.
yeah, because I heard what Flyer said earlier, talking about, well, if you have girls, well, like I said before, I got 3 girls, bro. So I don't condone that kind of behavior, bro. There's nothing you can say that's not cool to me. I'm saying that's not cool.
Cornelius Burnett, what's good, bro?
What's going on? I wanted to.
What's up, Cornelius? What's up, my guy?
What's going on? I wanted to say this, and then I'm out. Right, like my son, probably about 7 years ago, 8 years ago, was downtown. Get some young lady he was hanging out with. He called her sister. Gets into it with her boyfriend. My son steps into it. Dude hit my son. My son hitting back. Dude pulls out a pistol, shoot my son point blank in the head.
I'm sorry to hear that, bro.
My son survives, but he's paralyzed on one side. So with that being said, man, y'all can take that and do what y'all will with it. But I'm speaking firsthand of my son taking up for a female. I'm not saying he was right. I'm not saying he was wrong. But you do with
Mm,
that what you will. I had this conversation with a female probably about 2 weeks ago because she said black men don't take up for females. I then called my son's mom because I did not know the status of that whole situation as far as because dude got 10 years, which I wasn't mad because I was incarcerated before. So, and dude was young. So I really wasn't mad about the 10. What I was upset about was when I called my son's mom to find out like what was going on with old girl. My son mom indicated that my son do not, conversate with the female no more. Why? Because the young man got out of the penitentiary and is back with old girl. So with that, I'm out.
big facts. Hey, my condolences,
Yeah,
Cornelius.
same,
Man, that's
bro.
crazy.
I wanted to ask him a question, but he jumped off quick.
Hey,
Want I, I
that's
want to
facts
ask
right
him,
there, man. That's facts.
maybe he can answer my question in the chat. I would ask him if he had a chance to do it over, would he prefer that his folks call the police, or you know what I mean? Like if you had a chance to do it over, you know what I mean? Like knowing what you know now, would you do it all? Would you have it be done differently if you had the power to do that? You know what I mean?
That's
That's a
crazy,
shame,
man.
bro. And that's what I'm
Yeah, that's
saying.
crazy.
Sometimes, man, sometimes it's not popular in our community, but sometimes you have to let the police do their job, man. Like we got kids, Greg. I got kids. You got kids. Frequent got kids. One bad move, yeah, we might get that lick back for one daughter, but now we got 3 or 4 kids out here with no dad.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta do it by the book, man. It's not the most popular thing, but I'm not a street dude. You know what I mean? I'm not a street guy, so I'm not taking certain things to the street. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm gonna protect my kids and all that. But sometimes, listen, you might get beat up, but sometimes some dudes need to sit down, bro. Some people need to sit down. I hate when people say, "Oh, it's jail on nobody." No, some niggas need to be in jail. Some
Yeah,
niggas,
because they
some
Hey
niggas
wilding
need to
man,
be
now.
in jail, bro. We
Yeah.
ain't gonna sit here and act like jail.
when I think about that, somebody putting their hands on my daughter, I'm not I'm not worried about what they gonna do to me, bro.
Yeah,
I'm just focused on what I'm gonna do to them. I mean, if they
Yeah.
pull out a pistol and they can get me, they got me. But that's not gonna change the way I feel about what I'm going to try to do if somebody do something to my daughter. I feel like if you see I feel like if you get everybody got their time to go. If it happens, it happens. You can't hide in the house from death, yo. You can't live your life thinking that you can get away from God's plan, which is the decree, bro. If you can stay in your house and die in your house. You know what I'm saying? Somebody can come in your house or whatever, when it's your time, it's your time. So, I don't let things like that stop me from, doing what I feel like I need to be doing.
right.
I feel like
Yeah.
that's fair. I feel like,
Yeah.
You
you
know, and
shouldn't have that type of fear, man.
yeah, you know me, right, bro? I got all the tools necessary to protect my family. I got all type of stuff laying around this house, bro. But I like to strategically use them things, and I hope that I don't have to. You know what I mean? If there's an incident where I don't have to, and the police got to come and do what they gotta do, they gotta do what they gotta do. I'm a civilian, bro. I don't play street rules. I don't
Yeah.
play by street rules, bro. You know what I mean? I don't have a problem saying that. And if you look at street rules, you got all these people. We'll use Tory Lanez for the example. Everybody in the black community, we talk about not taking the stand. Yeah, you can't take the stand. Tory said he didn't do it, but he didn't take the stand to say he waited until he got 10 years to not to say, oh, it wasn't me, it was her. Bro, but our community and these dumbass street rules got him sitting in jail now, if that's the truth. But you couldn't take the stand because our people would clown you and call you a rat. But the same people who will call you a rat are now screaming free you. Our system is so messed up, bro. Black people need to be like reprogrammed, bro. This is the dumbest shit I ever heard.
Man, they make like every time somebody goes into the penitentiary or jail, they make thousands upon thousands of dollars, man. Thousands. I'm talking about thousands. Like per person.
Hey, I see where you was coming from too, though, here for boxing, yo. You just pissed off because these Tank fans is really running around defending
Bro,
this
there
guy,
is there is
on
no
this.
there is no difference between a Javante Davis supporter and a Donald Trump supporter. They are the same people. They behave the same way. No matter what Donald Trump does, one of the MAGA folk, they gonna defend him and they gonna love it. Whatever Javante Davis do, the Javante Davis fans, they gonna defend it and they gonna love it. I watched that
You
dude
know,
tell them dudes to shut up, y'all soft and y'all a bunch of B
you
words. And they started high fiving each other like, yo, he spoke to me.
hmm Hey, look, my favorite way of saying things, bro. Hey, hey, here, my favorite way of saying things, fam, is like this when it comes to the Tank fans. Tank could literally walk by them and spit a loogie on them, bro. I said a loogie, a
And they'll eat that
loogie.
joint, and they will eat that
Nah,
joint.
nah, nah. What they gonna do, bro? They gonna take that shirt off and they gonna frame it, bro. And then ask for Tank, you know what I'm saying, the autographer, bro, and never wash it again.
Hey, Greg, yo, Greg.
Like Greg dozed off.
He might have
Oh
stepped away.
man,
You know how it goes. You know how it goes. He might have stepped
I was
away.
gonna say I wanted to ask him about this other topic before why I got him up here. I was gonna ask him about this the whole changing of the Ali Act and all that, and the Zuffa boxing thing and all of that.
Oh
So,
man, did y'all see that crash out by Ryan?
I don't pay that dude no
no,
attention.
no,
I
no.
don't pay
Yeah, I
Ryan
don't.
no
Yeah,
attention.
that man crashed out,
Yeah, I'm
bro.
not gonna
I,
lie.
Well,
I ain't watching no press conferences. I'll watch the fight, but I don't want to watch no press conference. I don't.
yeah, hey, but check it out though, man. So I guess so Gooseman, he's training Mario, you know what I'm saying? And first his dad said something and was like, man, that's messed up. I'm disappointed, and then Gooseman gets up there, he gets to talking, promoting the fight, he's saying what's up to everybody. And I think he elaborated just like a hint. He said just trying to keep everything together. Anyways, then he's getting ready, he's getting ready to finalize what he's saying. And Ryan's like, that's messed up. You know what I'm saying? It just basically just was like, that's messed up, I'm hurt, my feelings is hurt. Uh, You didn't have to
Hey,
do that type
Ryan look
stuff.
like he on the juice again, bro.
Well, I don't know, but he's basically like, you hurt my feelings, you know, that's messed up, that we ain't cool no more. And Gooseman, he said, oh, again? You know what I'm saying? So it was like, he was sitting there kind of, going back and forth like, yeah, whatever. It is what it is. We've been down this road pretty much. He was like, look, I'm here for my fighter. Pretty much you can't be mad at me when I'm just really here for my fighter. It's not like I'm trying to really choose a side. Him being a trainer, you know, if you want to look at it from that point of view, that's how he eats. So you really can't be mad that the man called him up and said, look, are you available to, help train me? You can't be mad at that, honestly. So, that's how I look at it. Ryan would they were Ryan's side was upset about the situation. And then that's when Ryan he handed out t-shirts. He called Guzman a traitor, some other stuff he had going on. Then he had for Mario Barrios on his shirt, he said 8 ounce or 10 ounces. And he brought it to, the Mario Barrios's team. It was like, well, your last fight you wanted I don't know if he said last fight, but a certain fight, he said you asked for 10-ounce gloves. He said, I don't want that. I want 8. He said, I'm trying to cut you up. I'm trying to hurt you. You know what I'm saying? He said, I want 8 ounces. And they were like, Mario was like, we already signed off on the 8 ounces. It's all good. We good. He's like, oh, okay, cool. Well, then I don't need the shirt to give to you then. So
Man, I hope Mario Barrios win that fight, man. But I don't know about it, man. Ryan Garcia look like he back on it again. So I don't know,
well,
man.
I don't know, bro. I'm not gonna say all that. We're gonna I
He
don't
look
know.
like he back on the Ostarine. But
I
yeah,
mean, well, hold on. Let me ask you this then. Since you're gonna say that, since you're gonna make that statement, right? Now, this is when he fought Rolly, was it at one? It was at 147, right?
was it? Yeah. It
Was it
was
at
at
147?
147. Yeah,
So this
yeah,
would be his
147.
second fight at one. This would be a second fight at 147.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I mean, if he is truly eating right and doing certain things, man, his body is going to change. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got to cut weight just yet. So you can say that he's juicing. I'm not gonna put that jacket on him right now. I don't think you should either. But
I mean,
you grown.
I ain't say he is for sure, but he
Oh man,
probably
get off
is.
the
I don't know.
gas. You insinuating. You know
I
what you're
said he
doing.
looked like it. I said he looked like he back on it, but I don't know,
I
man.
mean, he ain't got to worry about cutting weight just yet, though. You know what I'm saying? He's got to work at it though. He said he's at 154 right now too. He said I'm at
Uh,
154 right now.
I
So
don't, I
maybe that's
don't
the
trust
reason why he
Ryan as
looks like.
far as I could throw him, bro.
Well, no, well, we just have to go off what he said. But what I'm asking you, do you think that being 154, is that why you feel like he looks like that? Because he's
Do,
walking
do I
around. He
do
said
I
he's at
think what?
154 right now. Do you feel like listen, now you found out his weight. He said I'm at 154 right now.
Oh, that's what he said. Yeah, I haven't
Yes.
been really following the Ryan Garcia
No,
versus
what I'm saying,
Barrios. I'm
you
not
said he
really
looks
interested.
like. No, no, what I'm saying is you said he looks like he's been, he's on that stuff again. So what I'm saying to you, by him saying here that he weighs 154, is that the reason why you think he looks like it?
I mean, I don't
Could
know.
that
It
be the
could
reason?
be. Yeah, he
You
look.
see what I'm
It
saying?
could be. He look kind of big. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Pause.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he looked. Like he looked when he was fighting Devin.
Yeah.
So
Well, I mean, well, think about it. He didn't have to lose his weight, that weight.
but this what I wanted to say though. I wanted to talk about this the changes to the Muhammad Ali Act and everything that they trying to make. The
Hmm.
one thing that I think that everybody should be happy about, I thought everybody would be happy about, is the fact that they're saying that now the sanctioning bodies can only have one belt. And I heard people on the panel, you know what I'm saying, talking down on that, saying that, that's not good. And I'm like, how?
I'm
That's
okay
what
with
we've
that.
been talking about all this time, saying that it's too many belts. You know what I'm saying? You got people ducking they mandatory and stuff. They getting around the Muhammad Ali Act. And I was saying that they need to, revise the Muhammad Ali Act and make some of these champions fight each other. And also, that was one of the things too, to make some of these belts go away that shouldn't be there, like the super belt, the franchise, and all these other dumb belts. And it sounds like they're actually trying to do that. So
What?
why
Yeah.
would we try to attack that just because it's Turkey? Because it's Turkey behind it or whatnot? I don't
Yeah, you
understand it.
know that. You know that, man. You know that. That's a good thing to me, though, fam. I mean, in my opinion, that's a good thing because now it's people can't be like, well, I got this belt, I got that belt. Now it's like the man of that
And,
division. You see what I'm saying? So now everybody has to target the man. That's what it should be, in my personal opinion.
and look, I was listening to what Hacker was saying, right? And I
Mhm.
know a lot of people don't like Hacker and everything. They feel like he's stubborn and they think he be going on and on.
No, that's the
But
homie though.
what Hacker is saying, I know people are saying like $200 a month is nothing, for these fighters when they're not fighting and whatnot. But from what I understood, how it's supposed to go, they're supposed to get a fight. They're supposed to be guaranteed a fight every 6 months or something like that.
Hmm.
Am I hearing it wrong? Or
See, I don't
because
know this.
because
Yeah, I don't know that part.
if that's the case, then it's like they want to stay busy, right? But it sounds like they're going to be busy, and you look and I heard KO, shout out to KO. I heard KO saying that it's not worth it for them to do that, to get locked in for 6 years, and not be able to fight anywhere else. But when you sign to these, say like you sign to the PBC or whatnot, they not gonna let you fight nowhere else either. And on top of that, you might get shelved. You might not, get be fighting that
Hey,
often.
hey, frequent. Let me interrupt real quick. You getting long winded, man. Pause.
Good.
I'm about to jump off, bro. I'm ready to go to sleep, man. I gotta get up in the morning.
All right, salute, bro.
Hey, fellas, it was a pleasure, man.
Appreciate you coming
I
up,
really
bro.
Yeah.
appreciate my thoughts and
Have a
words,
good one
man.
here.
Appreciate y'all. I'm a little passionate about that topic, man, but I hope I ain't get too long winded with it. I'll get with y'all later.
No, you good. That's
Have a
why I
good
let
one,
you come
brother.
up. I knew you wanted to get your bars off.
I got more, but I'm gonna cook. I'm gonna let y'all live, man. All right,
All
bro.
Have a good one here.
I get with y'all,
Yeah.
bro. Appreciate y'all.
right,
Have a good
salute.
one. Have a good
All right.
one,
You too,
fam.
bro.
All right.
Appreciate you.
Mm-mm. Yeah, man.
Yo, but if you get signed, say like you signed to the PBC though, you gonna be in the same situation. They not gonna let the PBC not gonna let you fight nowhere else either. That's it.
Yeah,
We've been going back and
and
forth with them about Tank fighting Devin, or Shakur with the same situation. Tank being tied into the PBC, so they saying, oh no, they need whoever trying to fight him need to sign over there or whatever. He ain't going over there. It's the same exact thing, but since it's Zuffa boxing, y'all don't like it. I guess it's exactly the same thing. And then with them getting $200 a month, boxing Hacker is right. Right now, you're getting nothing while you're not fighting. They're not getting nothing at all, and
yeah,
they in the same situation. They stuck in they signed with a promotional company that's not going to let them go nowhere else and get money. So unless they're
yeah.
doing a collaboration and uh
Nah, I can
special
dig
under
that.
special circumstances, like it's the same thing. I don't understand it. Like how people was arguing that. And
Yeah.
look, Daz 215 said, yeah, that I was correct on that. They're supposed to get a fight every 6 months. So it's not like they gonna stay busy. They gonna be getting their money because they guaranteed at least every 6 months to get a fight.
Hmm.
So I don't understand the hate for Zuffa boxing and what they're trying to do with the Muhammad Ali Act. It seemed like it's all positive to
They're
me,
not trying to get rid of the
a
Muhammad
person
Ali.
that's
They're
not
trying to
fighting.
add. Yeah, they're not trying to get rid of the Muhammad Ali. They're trying to add to it. You
Yeah,
know.
yeah, they're revising it, and it sounds like the,
Hmm.
the the revisions that they're making make sense to me. I don't see how it don't
Yeah.
make sense to other people.
And what they also said is you can either abide by the old ways or you can abide by the new ways. It's up to you.
Now, my only question with that is the belts. You know, like you got the sanctioning bodies. You know, the WBC and the WBA and all of that. You know, I think Zuffa is going to have their separate belt too. I don't know if it's going to be the ring belt or what. But my question is, if a champion from this side go and fight a champion over there, you know, is it for a belt or is it just to see who's the best or what? You know. Now that's my thing. I don't know how it's going to integrate as far as the championship belts and all of that stuff.
You know, in my opinion, man, I'm just kind of waiting until everything falls into place. And then, you know, because, you know, they could be saying it's a certain kind of way, but then they might revise it. You see what I'm saying? Switch up something here and there just to, you know, just because not everything's it's not finalized just yet, you know, so I don't know. I mean,
Think about that. If they do let the belts, you know, travel like that, like the WB, say like somebody from Zuffa Boxing, you know,
mm,
fights one of the champions or whatever, the WBC lightweight champion or whatnot, and they get the belt. So now the belt is over there, you know, in Zuffa Boxing.
mm,
But I can see it going smooth that way. But what about the other way? Like if one of these other champions go over there and challenge their champion and wins and take the belt.
you,
So now
you
you
talking
don't
about
have no
like cross
belt in Zuffa
platforms?
Boxing for that, huh?
You talking about like, cross platform?
Yeah, cross
Like,
platform. If they're gonna do cross platform fights and stuff like that, you know.
mm, okay. I mean, well, yeah, they could work it out. I mean, it's just all about putting it in the contract and coming to an agreement in that situation. You know what I mean? So, yeah,
Yeah,
that makes
yeah.
sense. Yeah, that's all that is, bro. I mean, I respect that. Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, shoot, did you?
How do you look at it on the whole? Like are you for it or no?
You know what? It's called change, and I'm for it as long as it's good. It really helps out the boxers and boxing itself. I am for it. You know what I mean? But
Ramon
if
said
it's,
PBC not participating with Zuffa. So
I can
hey,
understand that.
they go
Mm,
a firewall right there, bro. A
yeah,
barrier right there. If
yeah.
that's true.
Well, you know, so I got some. I mean, you probably already heard this, but allegedly, you know what I'm saying, Dana White is trying to give Bud a big deal. You know what I'm saying, to come back and fight.
Oh yeah, I already knew Bud was gonna come back, man. I ain't think that
Well,
he was
no, I
gonna stay
mean,
retired for one
yeah.
second, man.
So look, check it out. I did. I just I thought he retired. I did too. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think well, I didn't think he was going to retire, but I thought he was retiring strategically to be able to get the money he's asking for. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Because he
yeah.
wasn't done. He wanted to go to 160, but then what's the name? You know what I'm saying? Top dirty. You know what I mean? So that kind of messed everything up.
Aircraft carrier said, where you get that from?
Yeah. So,
Oh, he on your top. He said, quote your source.
oh, um, my source from, like I said, allegedly is Blue Blood Sports.
Oh, you already know how they gonna feel about that, bro.
It don't matter. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? He's the type of person that, you know, he likes to be the first to put stuff out there, but you know, sometimes he do be off. You know what I'm saying? But maybe, you know, just like what all these content creators, you can say every content creator be
Sometimes he be
messing up.
on too, right? A lot of times
Yeah,
he be on, right?
exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm not saying. That's why I'm not upset about it. You know, and that's why I said allegedly. Like we don't know. This is hearsay. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like I'm saying, "Oh, this is a fact." No, I'm not saying
Hey, I
that.
already knew how the aircraft carrier was gonna feel about it.
Oh, it's all
There you
good.
go right
You
there.
know what? But when you hear Bud come back, aircraft carrier, I want you to think about this. Damn, that man, dude, Blue Blood do be dropping gems sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So people can attack Blue Blood, you know, all they want to. That's on him. You know what I mean? That's not me. So,
Hey,
but
he said it's all about the bag. Yo, I think,
yeah,
that's what
that's
I
what I'm
think, man, as
saying.
far as this Zuffa boxing thing, with Turkey Al Sheikh being behind it and everything. I think, if it come down to it, he probably gonna start throwing money around, you know what I'm saying, to get some of these fighters to go over there for the 6 years or whatnot. And thinking about that too, the 6 years, bro. Being, that's That's the longest that the contract can be over there. If you sign a Zuffa Boxing, it's 6 years. But my question is, out here in the boxing space now, I think you can, as far as I know, you can, it's not really no limit on how long you can sign a person for, right? Like,
I
there's no limit on
mean,
it.
well, hold on. First of all, when it comes to contract, it's just two mutual parties, two mutual parties is coming to an agreement.
Yeah,
You
but
see what
with
I'm
this
saying?
Muhammad
So,
Ali Act, they putting, well, I don't know if they changing things in the Muhammad Ali Act, but I'm not sure if they're putting that in there. I don't know if that part is a part
well,
of the Zuffa Boxing, or is that a part of the Muhammad Ali Act, that the contract between the fighter and the promoter can only be 6 years.
well, that's why I'm saying you got to look at it like this. You got to also just always play in the back of your mind that they said that you don't have to go the new way. You can keep it old school. You see what I'm saying? You don't have to do that. You see
Oh,
what I'm
he talking
saying?
about the charges. He going back to the charges. Ramon said the charges against Tank is alleged until he's found guilty. Yeah, we understand that, bro. We understand
No,
that.
I ain't nothing.
You
Listen,
innocent
listen.
until proven guilty, of course.
Correct.
But what's up? Oh, you was talking to somebody else. Yeah, we
No, I
understand
was
that,
getting ready.
Ramon.
I was getting ready to talk with you, but go ahead, fam. You got the floor. Shoot, it's all you.
Yeah, yeah. We understand that, Ramon. But you know, I think the credibility of the chick that's the credibility of the young lady that's that filed the civil suit or whatnot, it was on the line in the beginning, and I think that plays a big part of the whole thing. And with the detective saying that there is a video that they obtained from the place the strip joint or wherever the chick was working at, and they're saying, and the detective is saying, he's describing in the video, what the tape entails of, what happens in the tape and all of that stuff. I think that it kind of solidifies the credibility of the chick, of
Yeah,
the young lady.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So
That the video plays
when
along with the video. I mean, the
so
video
when you
plays
say
along with what she said.
yeah, so when you say the charges against Tank is alleged until he's found guilty, you can be found not guilty and still have done the things that, I'm saying, that the person accused you of. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can get off from
Hmm.
things, from technicalities, or just from having good lawyers or whatnot, but that don't mean that you didn't do what they're claiming you did all the time. A lot of people, some people get paid off or whatever for the things, to make it
Yeah.
go. They'll pay somebody off to make it go away.
So time
It's
out real quick. For Flyer, check this out. So you talk about some people being paid off, right? Think about it. There was three witnesses that said that were that were supposed to be a witness. You see what I'm saying? One says they didn't see everything. One came out. Another witness said they didn't see anything. Now they could have been paid off. Think about it. Now
No, it
another
was
witness.
understandable why they said they didn't. The person that said they didn't see everything, because they said that
No,
he grabbed her
I'm
and
not
went.
talking
They say
about
he
that.
went down. He
No,
went
no, no,
down the
no. You're
steps
right.
with her.
You're right. You're right. You're right. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is there's one witness that said they didn't see they were busy. They didn't see anything. People thought they seen something, but they said they were busy. They didn't see anything. There's
No, I
another
understand.
witness.
I understand that, because some people just don't want to cooperate with the law.
No, no,
I
no.
know I'm
I
one of
got
them
you. I
people
got
who
you.
don't want to
Yeah, yeah.
cooperate
I
with the
got you.
law if it's not
But then there's
nothing
one
that I
witness.
try to mind my business.
Yeah, but there's one witness that said I ain't giving out no statement whatsoever. So what I'm thinking is maybe like what you said, it can coincide where somebody went and paid, here, take this money, shut up.
No,
You know
but
what I'm
this,
saying?
but
But I'm not saying that happened. But that's just a situation where that's an example of what you're talking about, where witnesses being paid off. That's all I was trying to say. Doesn't mean it happened. I'm just saying that could be possible.
yeah, I understand what you're saying with that. But to me, I don't think that the witnesses are important in this situation, because they're
Yeah,
talking
because
about
of the video.
witnesses. they're just trying. They're just trying to pile on their evidence. Add to their evidence and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And these witnesses came from the video. You know that, right? They
Yep.
said
Yep.
they said these witnesses, they only know they are witnesses because they saw them on the video.
Correct.
So if you're standing there and somebody walk right past you, you know what I'm saying, doing something to somebody or whatnot, they already know that you saw it. You know what I'm saying? So they just basically trying to find out if you're willing to testify. A person can plead the fifth or say that they didn't see anything, but in reality, that don't mean that they didn't really see anything. That just means it could mean that they just don't want to testify. They
What?
don't
Yeah,
want
they
to.
don't want to
They trying
cooperate.
to mind their business. They don't want to
Yeah.
have to go to court and all of that stuff.
Mm-hmm. I'm like that too, bro. I didn't see nothing. I
Hey
ain't got
man,
time to waste my time. I ain't got
when I
time
get
for
jury duty, I always get out of it, bro.
that.
I always find a way to get out of it, and it's to
It
the
ain't
point
worth
where
it.
now I already know what to do. When they give you them little questions or whatever for you to
Mm-hmm.
answer, you give them the answer that they don't want to hear, and you going home. They're gonna say, "Oh no, we can't have him on the jury. He biased as hell." When they ask you a question like, "Do you think all police officers lie?" Be like, "Yes." You know what I'm saying? They get you right up out of there. Yeah, but or you can answer in the complete opposite direction. Be like, do you think that all police officers tell the truth? Be like, yep. Police officers
No,
don't
or
lie.
if you got kids, man, I gotta take my look. If you got kids, man, I got something to do with my family. You know,
Yeah, but
you get
yeah,
out of it like
nobody.
that too.
Some people don't. They don't really want to testify or be a part of none of that.
Yeah,
They just
yeah.
try to mind their business.
Well,
And
I'll say
yeah,
this, man. I'll say this. If the sad thing about it is, I'm a The sad thing about it is this, man. Tank should have already been turned himself in. He hasn't. You got some people, you got a lot of Tank fans that are saying that while he's on the run, they act like this is a movie. He's, trying to build up, get information to help his case out so he can basically, get out the situation, get it thrown away, get dismissed. And I'm like, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. What they're gonna do is it's gonna be stretched out. It's not gonna be there. They could even go to a what they call it, quick trial. You know what I mean? You go quicker, it's still gonna get stretched out. So what they're gonna
hey,
do right now is they're gonna say, man, you're a flight risk. You know what I'm saying? We can't even put you on bail. There's
hey,
no bail for you.
I actually think that Tank probably gonna do some time. I think he
Yeah, I
probably
do
gonna
too.
do. I think he probably gonna do like 3 years or something like that. Something
Yeah,
small.
bro. Yeah, he's gonna. In my opinion, he's gonna do three. I think 3 to 5, bro.
If
3 to 5.
if he got good lawyers, you know what I'm saying, they gonna be able to at least get him that. But
Yeah,
I
3 to 5.
if he got off scot free, I would be shocked, yo. I would
Look,
be
that
shocked.
kidnapping is what is it, 10 or 30 years or something like that?
That's a federal crime, bro.
Yeah, yeah. So
But
that's
it's not
serious business.
kidnapping. I think it's attempted kidnapping, but that's
Yeah,
still
yeah.
federal crime
Attempted.
and
Well,
false imprisonment. False
yeah.
imprisonment.
Well, attempted kidnapping is what I'm saying. I think it's 10 to 30 years. I don't know, whatever they said. They said a certain amount of years, but up to 30 years if I'm correct. Attempted kidnapping. Shit, shoot, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. You know, hey, Tank need to get this over with, bro. I don't care about Tank at all, but he need to get this out the way, man. Him doing what he's doing right now it's not a good look. I mean, maybe his lawyer just talking to him and telling him what to do, and he's going against the grain. He don't want to do it. Maybe I can't really
Or
call it, but
maybe he getting his affairs in order.
he could be doing that. But he doesn't have. Listen, this is what I'm trying to say, man. You got your family and friends, and you got your lawyer to take care of all that stuff. Well, you have Coach Calvin. You have all these people that are around you that are your family. Coach Calvin is your dad. Why can't you just say, "Hey, go do this. Go do this. I'm giving you this. I'm 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 I done talked to the attorney. You're in control of this. You over there, you're in control of this. You over there, you in control of this. The attorneys all know it's been signed. All you gotta do is go in there and sign the paperwork. That's
Hey,
what it's all
Dad,
about.
215. Yeah, I know, man. I know. And when people was asking how could he be on the run, and all of that stuff, when they just announced that he had a warrant and all of that stuff, they was asking why the U.S. Marshals and all of that. And I was trying to explain to people how it goes when you're on probation. You have a probation officer, and your probation officer is supposed to always be able to get in contact with you. And the moment that they can't get in contact with you, it start getting bad for you, man. You'll go to jail just for them not being able to get in contact with you. So, and the law, they're going to contact before they put a warrant out for your arrest, they're going to contact your probation officer first because they know your probation officer is supposed to have constant contact with you and always know where you're at. And so they're going to get at your probation officer, and your probation officer is going to contact you and tell you to come in to see them. And when you get there, you find out you're not going home. They put the cuffs on you and you be locked up, bro. That's how it goes when you have a probation officer, when you're on probation. But I guess people don't understand that, that, for them to get to this point where the U.S. Marshals is looking for you and all of that, and you're on probation, yeah, you're avoiding the law. You're not cooperating with the police. Your probation officer. But man, I don't know. I don't know what. Yo, one thing I do want to address as well, though. I was looking at a video that KO had, and he was talking about the judge, not the civil court judge, not contacting Javante Tank Davis. And I just want to say that I don't know about the criminal side, but for sure, KO, you're mistaken about the civil part, and domestic and all of that, because that's literally part of my job, my 9 to 5, bro. That's literally what I do. I'm an investigator. I find people for the judge. The judge send over names, social security numbers, and date of births and stuff like that, and I find the person and send the information back. And then at that point, people who work for the judge do reach out and contact the people, to try to get them to come to court. Hey, yo, Daz 215 keep putting this link up here. He put another link up there too, whatnot. But he was saying, he want us to look at it, but I can't click the link, bro. Can you click that link, Blue Hustle Man? Yo, Blue. Blue probably stepped off, man. I see. Hold on. Let me see if I could click this, yo. I'm gonna see if I can get my other device, yo. He said I'm Popo. No, I ain't Popo, bro. But I work for the courts, yo. You know? But hold on, y'all. I'm gonna try to see if I can pull up this link right here. Hey, Blue. I don't know what happened to Blue. He must have ran in this to do something. Hold on, y'all. Let me see what this first one is. Hey, Daz, yo, that first link that you put up there, that John is old. That's from his old case that he had. You know, it's a Baltimore Judge Spears boxing champ Gervonta Tank Davis jail time for probation violation. Yeah, that was from 2025, yo. So that's
I'm back.
old. But let me check the other link though.
Yeah, I'm back. I
Blue, I
heard
was I
you.
was ask I was asking you if you could click that link and see what Daz 215 put up there.
Stepped away to go. I heard you my Bluetooth. Excuse me. I heard you my Bluetooth, but I had stepped away to put my daughter, tuck my daughter in.
Oh, hold on, let me see what this other one say. Hey, yo, this what Tone the Superstar said that Gervonta Tank Davis is bailing himself. I mean, is turning himself in.
Hmm?
Yo, that other link it is a Tone the Superstar link, and he's saying that Gervonta Tank Davis is revealing that he's turning himself in after reporting a task force is coming for him. I don't know how that's breaking news, but
Yeah, I don't know nothing about that. You heard about you heard about Tank tweeting today, right?
yeah. But that was another thing. You know, people acting like he
Yeah,
not
with
on the
DJ
run just
Academic.
because he tweeting. Just because he's
Yeah.
tweeting and stuff don't mean that he not on the run. You can have your phone with you and still access social media, bro. That don't prove nothing, man. Hey, FaZe, what's good, bro? FaZe the Great.
You know, the crazy thing about it is, that man crazy, boy. That man got an academic.
He said play it.
Academic said,
I can play it on here. Hold on, I'm gonna play it.
academic said, "Hey, don't worry about me. You want to go turn yourself in."
Hold on, let me see if I can play this strong. Hold on, y'all. Hey, yo, y'all can hear this? Tank Davis didn't cop the plea to DJ Academics. There's
That's
nothing
what he
to address
talking
about
about.
Gervonta Davis. He actually. Yo, hold on. Academics. There's nothing to address about Gervonta Davis. He actually hit me in the DMs. He said he's gonna be promptly turn himself into the police. I told his ass, man. I said, stop playing with me, nigga. Like, you can't be on a run beef with me. So our beef will resume when he turns himself into the police and he gets out. Okay, I'm not gonna make no comments about his case, but he told me, he said, I fucked up. I shouldn't have done this. And he wants a bond. He wants a bond. So if y'all Lord child. Bro, he trolling, man. Daz 215, he trolling, man. That ain't no breaking news. He trolling. Yo, you was able to hear that though?
Yeah.
Yeah, he trolling, man. But no, man. The Zuffa boxing thing, man. I think that it's always good to have competition, man. I don't know why people so worried about it. Like why you would hate it. You know, it's just more boxing. If you don't like it, you can watch the other boxing. You know, you don't have to tune into Zuffa Boxing League or whatever, TKO, whatever it is, and watch that boxing. You can just watch the PBC events, or you know, just watch whenever uh um Eddie Hearn or somebody put on a card, or whatever, or Queensberry. You know, you don't necessarily have to uh give Zuffa boxing your attention, but just to have competition is better though. It's going to make the others get better, man. They're going to be in competition as far as, you know, making the best cards, you know, or not being outdone. Competition is always good for us. It's always better for the consumer. And people just get caught up in the hate of it all. You know, you don't like this person, you don't like Turkey Al Sheik, you know, so you don't want to like anything that's going on that side. You know, even if it's something that you was asking for, like them changing the Muhammad Ali Act, you know, making changes to it, amendments or whatnot, and making it the more like the way that we wanted it to be, you know, cleaning up something that we thought was a problem, you know, all these years, you know, having these so many belts, you know, the franchise belt, you know, people complained about that. Before that, people was complaining about the WBA Super and all of that. It's so much confusion to the casual fan as to who is the champion, because you got secondary champions and all of that stuff. You got interim titles and stuff. Now, I don't know if they're getting rid of the interim titles and all that, but you got gold and silver belts and all this crazy stuff, man. It's all because the sanctioning body needs to eat. Well, they want to eat. You know, they want to get more money. And so that's why they coming out with all these different belts, so these fighters can pay sanctioning fees on them. They know what it is, man. It's just it's what I call it, a promotional company gang banging, yo.
Hey
They
man, it's
banging
all
for
a money
promotional
pit.
companies.
It's all a money pit, bro. All a money pit.
Hey Bradley, what's good, bro?
Yeah, what's happening, players?
Why
What's good,
you got the
Bradley?
bird out the cage, man?
Yeah, man. You know, we got your chest all out.
I just come out the sauna, man. I've been in that sauna for about the last hour listening to y'all
I'm
talk.
about to say, man, turn your light down, man. We don't want to see you, OG.
Hey,
We don't want to see you, OG. It's too late for that, man. We grown men up here, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Say, pause. Nigga, yeah. Don't nigga hit, man. But
Hey, look, I'm just messing with you, OG.
no, I ain't tripping. I don't be tripping on none of that. Hey, the only problem I got with Zuffa, I'm gonna be honest with you, is Dana White, man. Dana White talks so much shit about boxing for the last 25 years. It was a dying sport. Nobody watches they pay-per-views. Nobody wants to see boxing. Then all of a sudden you let the wolf in the hen house. And if my perspective of it, if Dana White had his choice, boxing would be no longer boxing. It'd only be a UFC. So that's the only problem I got with it. Dana White. I'm not trusting Dana White. Now, Turkey, cool. This guy Nick Khan, I know he like wrestling, so he might be just that Dana White, man. I like, you know, Dana White them just got sued for $350 million. They lost in civil court for the UFC fighters. So who's to say he won't do the same thing to these boxers, man?
Hey,
That's the only
I think I understand your thought process, you know, from what you're expressing right now, but you know, you're talking as if Dana White is going to be in control of all boxing. You know, like no, they just starting their own little separate little boxing space, or so to say. You know, so they're not going to be what they're doing is not going to be able to affect the rest of the world of boxing. You know, so.
Well, okay, listen to this, Flyer. Dana White wants to do what Trump is trying to do to Greenland. Dana White want to take over boxing. He don't want these other promotional companies, which is cool because they got too many. They should just have one champion for each division, and they shouldn't have all the divisions, because I don't understand why would you have a division at 130, then another division at 135. I don't understand that part of it, but it is what it is. But Dana White, he can talk so much crap about boxing, bro. I just don't think his best interest is the UFC. You know what I'm saying? Because the UFC is like 95% of their fans are white people, right? Boxing is Mexicans, Puerto Ricans, and blacks, you know. So he ain't never trying to give the USC. I don't trust the cat, but he might prove me wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Hey man, just say you hate the UFC, man.
I don't watch the UFC
What the
because
UFC got to do with any of
but
this, man?
the UFC they don't be putting on no great fights. Them dudes be racing. I used to street
I mean,
racing.
I get that
They
and
don't be
everything.
doing all that like they
I
so much better than boxing, bro. Come on now.
Hey, I get that. I get that. You don't rock with the UFC, but you don't have to watch the UFC. I don't think
Don't
that had nothing to do with Zuffa boxing. It sounds like you're thinking that Dana White wants to sabotage the world of boxing so UFC can get better. But he don't have control. Again, he don't have control over all of boxing. He's just starting his own little boxing league.
we
You
gonna
know,
see. We gonna see.
he it's not like he's shutting down the PBC and Queensberry and the Zone and all of that. He not shutting all of them down. He just trying to create his own little space, his own little lane of boxing. They
He-
trying to start a little league and get some fighters to come over there, and get their thing going. They're not trying to shut everything else down though.
I seen him on Stephen A. Smith show. He said a lot of people don't want him in boxing. They think he's bad for boxing. He said we're gonna have to see how it turns out. To me, if you talk shit about me for 20 years, you can't come be cool with me again, man. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to hear nothing you got to say, but money talk, bullshit, run a marathon. So
From what I understand, though, the PBC is not going to be involved with it. PBC not trying to do no business with them or do no dealings with them. So they going to still, boxing as we know it is still going to be here. I
yeah,
don't think
yeah.
nobody got nothing to worry about. Or you shouldn't feel threatened by Zuffa
Hold on. I'm not
boxing coming into existence. You should look at it as more product,
hey,
more options.
I'm not threatened, but I'm gonna watch Zuffa because I watch 4-round fights, man. If I go to a boxing event, I want to see the first fight. I don't want to go up there with the last 2 fights, the co-main event. I want to see the first fight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm gonna watch
yeah, I
it
see that.
regardless. I don't care who the promoter is. I'm gonna watch it. You can be in there fighting. If I think I watch that old street fighting on YouTube, in them little things. So if I watch that, I'm gonna watch a 4-round fight. So it doesn't matter. It's just maybe Dana White can change it. They need one promotion company. I know that. I don't know who it should be, but that's too many. You know what I'm saying? And too many belts and too many weight classes.
Hey,
And
real quick, we got like it's like an underground boxing, league or what. I guess I'm gonna call it a league, but it's not professional, it's just people, regular people off the streets, come in and train, they get fights or whatever, and they got, they have fights in the boxing ring and all of that. No referee, no real referee anyway. It's like some underground stuff. So if you said you like all of that other fighting stuff, I think you probably are like that. I might put the link out there for you. So you can check it out.
I watch all that. Them guys in Virginia, they get in that old made up ring and they go at it. 9 out of 10 don't have boxing skills, but shit, they get. So I'm gonna watch that. I'm gonna watch some guys that actually train for it. So that doesn't matter. It's the Dana White thing. Zuffa, it might be great for him, but hopefully it will. And maybe they can knock some of these cats that ain't putting these fights on out of the way. But it's just the Dana White.
You saying that you don't trust Dana White. Just had me one. That's why I say what I say. Like Dana White is not going to be over in control of everything. But Joseph Jackson, what's good, bro? I see you came up. What you want?
Like I don't trust none of the promoters. Like I don't know why. Like it's just like we singling out Dana White. Like all of them is snakes, so it shouldn't really matter. Like boxing been the wild wild west. So and he can't just take over boxing. It's too hard. Like the top 1% most likely not gonna go over there and fight for Zuffa if you not paying them what they want. Like the fees that they talking about, it's like more for like up and coming fighters and fighters who what's that called?
It sounds like they're gonna build champions, right? They're gonna
Yeah,
build in new talent.
yeah, amateurs and all that. Like
What you think about the changes to the Muhammad Ali Act though? You rocking with that? Because I thought that's what everybody was calling for.
yeah, they should be
For some of
happy.
these belts to be going.
Yeah, they should be happy. From what I read was that it should only be an interim champion at times when like the other champion becomes sick or something happens legally or something like that. And they said like they trying to like shave off all the other belts, like you said, the franchise belt, all them golden belts and all that. They trying to get rid of all of them. So they should be happy. And all the super belts, they trying to get rid of them too. Like they should be happy for that.
Now that's my thing. The Muhammad Ali Act is that's universal boxing. Period.
Yeah.
So that's not confined to just Zuffa boxing or United States boxing or whatever you want to call it. That's all the way around the board. And so yeah, I think that's a good thing for sure.
Don't
You know,
Congress
with,
got to change the Muhammad Ali Act?
yeah.
Yeah, it ain't made
I
it
think
there
they're
yet.
going through the motions now. They're
Yeah.
going through the motions, but from the looks of it, it seemed like it's all gonna go through. Like they already talked about it, and they just got to go through the motions of getting it done.
Yeah, but I'm surprised. Like, why I don't know why. Like Oscar De La Hoya, he ain't there none of the meetings because he the main one down in the changes to the Ali Act and all this and that. And I'm like, why you not out up there at the meeting speaking? Like,
Oh
if you
man, that
so
was just
passionate
crap,
about it.
man. Yeah, that's just for the cameras, man. He, he was. I think he's on record, saying the same thing, contradicting himself, saying that the Muhammad Ali Act need to go through some revisions. He's saying that in an earlier video, and now he want to come out and say that because he having this little back and forth with Turkey Al Sheikh or whatnot.
I just don't understand it, man. Like, then the $200 stuff, I just feel like that's good for up and coming boxers. Like, cause like most
And
of
and
them,
I,
like,
and that's who I think it's for.
yeah, cause like $1 million fighter, they ain't worried about getting no $200 when they not fighting, cause they cool, they already got their money.
Exactly. They don't need no health benefits or whatever. I think
Yeah,
all of that stuff is for the lower tier fighters,
yup,
the people who's starting
Yeah.
out. And that's why I was saying it's better than nothing. They
mm-hmm,
getting $200 a month, and they guaranteed to have a fight every 6 months. So they
and
all right. And they got health benefits.
yeah, like Robert Merriweather, I think that's his name. He did
Yeah,
an
yeah,
interview on the
Merriweather.
Boxing Voice. He was like, man, it's the best he ever been treated. This and that, because he on the lower level right now. I think he can make it to the top level, but like he talking about he finally feel appreciated and like they investing in him. So
Hey
like,
man, we already know what it is, man. It's the promotional company gang banging and stuff.
yeah,
I rock with the PBC. I don't rock with Queensberry, or I don't rock with Turkey Al Sheik and all. It's that stuff, my side of the street stuff, man. But
nah,
yeah,
I can't rock with none of that, man. Like I don't bang for nobody, man,
hey man,
cause I ain't getting no check.
I hope all of the promotional companies do well, because that
Yeah,
mean that we gonna get more fights, man. Who wouldn't want to see more PBC cards and get some of the PBC fighters, our favorite fighters, over signed to the PBC to get to see them fight, and on also see Turkey Al Sheik put on some great cards and get some
yeah,
of those fighters that's over there with him that we like, get to see them fight, and
yeah,
even some cross promotions if possible. I'm here for boxing, like my guy who just left. You know what I'm saying? I want to see the boxing, and I want to see the best fight the best. I want to see people go after belts. Like,
man,
I think that's to say that the belts don't matter, is foolish. What kind of sport where you ain't gonna have no recognition of the accolades or nothing like that? Like in football, every sport we got a championship.
yeah. How we gonna know who the
Yep.
best?
Yeah, like people, I don't know, man. They follow behind what their favorite fighters be saying to duck,
Yeah,
because
I ain't
I'm
go.
still
When
convinced that
Turkey
that's
came in the
duck talk,
game
man.
though, when Turkey came in the game, like that 5v5, like we ain't seen nothing that like something like that since before I was born with like Don King and Top Rank when they was putting on cars together. Like we ain't
Hey,
seen like nothing like that Queensberry and Matro. we ain't seen nobody partner up like that since Don King and Top Rank. So like they should be
Hey
happy.
man, that's all that stuff be good money to me. It be good work, you know what I'm saying? But I don't see
Yeah,
how people be hating on Turkey, he putting on fights. They want to say, oh, he losing money. Who cares about if he losing money?
it ain't our
Didn't you get
money.
to see the fight that it ain't our money.
Yeah,
Why since when we became so worried about how much money that these promoters is making? You know what I'm saying? I know Turkey Ali Sheik not a promoter, but who cares if he make money or not? We as long as he put on a
Bro,
fight that we
why are
want
you
to
sitting
see.
there? Why are you sitting there acting like this, y'all? Y'all
Hey,
know,
we
y'all.
wanted to see Bud. We
Now
wanted to
hold on,
see
hold on,
Bud.
hold on, hold on. The reason
Do
you
it.
guys, we all know the reason why they complain, brother, is because they don't want to see their fighter have to really fight. I'll be back.
Right.
just like your boy,
Greg,
just
what's
like
good, bro?
just like your boy Blue, like your boy.
A lot of these guys, content creators, be having agendas, man. Some of them be getting paid to say what they say. I honestly believe that, bro. I don't think all of them saying it because that's what they believe. I think somebody inbox them and say, "Listen, you preach this, you push this every day, every day, every day, and they getting paid, bro." I honestly believe that, man. Some of these guys just don't be. I don't think they agree with everything they be saying. Money will make you do some strange things, man. You
Yeah.
like when Fanon be talking about Haney, man. That ain't no hate. I think that's just some shit.
He just be going back and forth with he had a disagreement with Bill Haney and all that.
Yeah,
So they
that's
be
been
going at it
happened.
on. Yeah,
Yeah, that was
but
back in like 2022.
But look, we had Turkey Al Sheik come. We had Turkey Al Sheik come into boxing at a time where things were starting to slow down. We
Yep.
wasn't getting the fights that we wanted and all that. Turkey Al Sheik came in there and start putting on fights, yo. And
Mm-hmm.
I really think that it's the prejudice, man. I really think it's prejudice, man, because the moment that he came in, people was talking down about it. You know, he
But
started putting on some good fights, yo. And all you heard was people saying he trying to ruin boxing, and people couldn't even deny that he was putting on some good fights. So the best they could do was say, okay, he's looking all good now, but he got some other motives, he got hidden motives and whatnot,
yeah,
wait to the long run and all of
but
that.
you remember when he first came in, he was just only dealing with the heavyweights. And then remember we was telling him, we was like, man, he just had an interview. He said he liked Tank, he liked Devin, he liked Shakur, and he liked Tio, and he want to put them in big fights. And then they was like, man, oh, he only dealing with the heavyweights. He never gonna work with no lightweights. And then now he working with everybody. He got the 115s, 126s, all on cars, and so like it's like he taking over. But like I think he gonna take a step back too to push this Zufa for stuff too. So like
Hey, I was gonna say, do
he
you
only gonna
think he
step
going
in
you
when he
think
want to,
Turkey going
cause
you
that's what he
think at
doing with
some point in time you
the
think at
boost
some
stuff
point
right now.
you
Cause I feel like he could have stepped in, but he not.
you think at some point in time Turkey Al Sheik is going to start throwing money around to get some of these other fighters, these bigger names on the platform, or you think he just trying to build all new talent? Oh dang, I lost him. Yo, Blue, you here, Blue? Oh, there you go, right there. You heard what I said, yo?
Nah, I couldn't hear nothing. My StreamYard messed up.
Oh, you can hear it now, though, right? I
Yeah,
was saying, do you think that eventually Turkey Al Sheik is going to start throwing around money to try to get some of these bigger name fighters, on the on over to Zuffa Boxing?
um, yeah, but them boys like like Boots and all them, they not gonna sign a 6 year deal. They'll probably do like 4 fights, 3 fights, but like they ain't signing no 6 year deal.
Hey, that's the thing, though. That's the longest the deal can be. That's not saying that
Yeah,
every contract got to be a 6 year deal, you
yeah,
know. So yeah, I think if they was gonna come to Boots or whatever, they'd probably be able to work out like a 1 or 2 year deal or something like that, or maybe they might even go by fights, and with the like a 3 fight deal, but still have the year amount there too,
Yeah.
something like that, 3 fight deal, two-year contract or something like that, you know.
But like all the signings that they had, it's really like even with the Jao Patel signing, like yeah, he a champion, but like he really ain't like no big name and no star for real. Like so they signing
Yeah,
like
he
low
been, he
level
built he
names.
building some momentum though.
Yeah.
He got a little bit, momentum behind him and all of that.
I
And
just
then
wonder how he gonna fight over there though. Like in like is it are they gonna make him drop the belt? And I don't know how it's gonna go.
dang, that's I was asking that question too about as far as the belts. Is the belts going to be, you know, able? Well, I can see like the WBC letting their champion go over there and stuff like that. But as far as the promotional companies, I'm wondering about that. Like the PBC is probably not going to be willing to let their, champion go over to Zuffa Boxing and fight, and vice versa.
Yeah, that's what
I
I'm
don't see
saying.
about having it.
If David get that belt from Zerto, is he gonna be able to? Is the PBC gonna let him fight Jao Batalha? It's just confusing because he over there with Zufa now. So I don't know what's gonna happen with that.
What he say? He said he's still allowed to get the belts. Yo, dang, what you mean by that? Or is you talking to somebody else in there? WBC ain't with it. Mauricio called it the minor league. Okay. So you saying that the WBC is not gonna let their champion go over there and fight one of the guys over there. Oh, there you go.
Yo,
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
Dank know more than me.
So Dana was basically saying he'll still allow niggas to go over there and unify, do
Hmm.
unifications and shit like that. And then I saw this nigga
Hey, yo, y'all keep cooking
Mauricio
for a second. I'll
Sulaiman
be
come
right
out
back.
and was
I'll be
saying
right
that
back.
that shit
Like
was like the
five
minor
minutes. All right,
leagues.
y'all. Like 5 minutes. Give me 5 minutes. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
nah,
Y'all
do
can
your
finish
thing.
cooking.
What up, Dank? What up,
Yeah,
everybody?
so
What up,
what's
Joseph?
goody, bro? What's good, Blue? What's good,
Mm.
Joseph?
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
what
so
Dana say
Mauricio
though?
was basically say that again.
I said what Dana say?
Dana said he still allowed niggas to go get the belts and unify like that. What's up? Okay, yeah, hold on. Yeah, so he was saying he'll still let niggas unify the belts and shit. He'll allow niggas to go over to other promotions if it made sense and shit. So I think he'll allow niggas to do that.
But what Mauricio saying? It's like because you say it's the minor league and all that.
Yeah, Mauricio not with the shit. Hold on, give me a second.
Yes, sir.
Well, hustle man.
Was good. I heard you try to slip something in when you heard me walk. When you heard me walk off.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes, Negro. You
What's up
think you
with your
slick,
boy?
huh?
Now I know you
Now I
had the
know what you
Bluetooth
talking
in. You said you had the Bluetooth in, so I know you heard it.
about.
What's up with your
Yeah,
boy though?
look, what you mean? Who you talking about?
Shakur,
Which
man,
one?
what's up with him?
Oh man, what you mean you about to dominate? On 31st, bro. You about to dominate.
Hey
You
man,
know, what's up with Haney? What's up with Haney though?
I don't know. He ain't doing that right now. We talking about your boy though. He got a fight coming up.
Oh man, we gotta talk about your boy. You know, see, you don't even know about your boy. That's supposed to do that one of your favorite fighters. You don't know nothing about
He ain't fighting. So I'm paying attention to
him.
who fighting right now.
Nah, man, you messing up. Word on the
Uh,
street, your boy gonna be at the fight, sitting in a special chair.
nah, I know that. I know that. They say he might have a throne there. So I don't know. Might have to calm down on
Hey,
that.
hey, let that nigga have a throw. What he gonna do? Be scary? Act like he gonna get in the ring and run off with his dad?
Nah, he's saying offers right after that too. So
I don't give two
that's what
flying
happened.
freaks. Listen, I don't give two flying freaks because you remember what happened when Shakur hopped in the ring, bro. What happened with your boy, man? Why did his dad have to tell him to leave? Come on, son.
Nah,
Come
that was
on, son. Let's
security.
go.
That was security. That was
That was his
security.
son. That was his son. So you gonna lie? You gonna gaslight me?
That was security, man. You seen the dude in the maroon jacket. He was like, "I gotta
Man,
get
that
out
was
the
Bill
ring."
Haney. That was Bill Haney that said, man, you got that was Bill Haney that said,
They
come
had
on,
to get out
son.
of there, man. They was finna
Hell
stampede the
no.
ring, man. You seen
Man, you
they
better
was
get
throwing
off the
bottles at
gas,
him.
man.
You seen
Yeah,
it was finna
uh-huh.
be a stampede, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you trying to pull the tank movement?
Nah, come on now. You seen they was throwing bottles at the man. You seen that?
Man, they wasn't doing none of that, bro.
Bro, Bill took a bottle to the head, man. It was a lot going on that night, man.
Well, his afro should have been all right. He cool. It bounced off his head. You know what I'm
Nah, but
saying?
what
He
he
all right.
I remember what he told me though. He said, I'm number 1. I remember that.
And yeah, until you fight
Yeah.
me, that's exactly what this Shakur said. Until you fight me.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Uh, I hope your boy win though. I hope he win, man. And I hope
Man,
he
don't
come
worry
with
about
them.
that. I hope, listen, I hope Haney take a real fight. You know what I'm saying? That's what I
What you
want to see him
mean?
do. Man, what you mean what I mean? I want to see
Yeah,
him
you
take a
gotta
real fight.
now
So
you
what
gotta
he gonna do?
explain that. You gotta explain
Yeah.
that, man.
Is Haney gonna come with, okay, so let me ask you this. When he get in the ring, what he gonna say? What there's no reason for him getting in the ring if he don't want to do a rehydration clause, bro.
Well, bro, your boy don't got the leverage to tell
Okay, so don't get in
him
the ring
what to
then.
do.
Listen to me. Do
Nah.
not get in the ring.
Mm-mm.
Don't get in the ring.
He'll probably do a catchway with him, but ain't no rehydration club.
Okay, well that's better. Talk to me. I'll talk back, God damn it. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, but
Yeah,
otherwise you
but
wouldn't say nothing.
he ain't calling no shots though. Like that's what y'all
Okay.
got messed up.
Look. I respect that.
I want him to win
Shakur
though.
can
I
be
want him to win.
look. Shakur can be the B side. He Devin can be the A side. But man, make the fight happen and don't be on no punk stuff. You know what I'm saying? Don't be acting like, oh, well, I got choices. You know, I
When
don't hear
have
none
you,
of
bro? That's all he do is make fight happens though. Like that's what I'm not understanding. What you talking about? Like,
that man don't be making a fight happen like that. No, he don't. His
bro,
dad
come
sit
on
there
now.
talked all that crap. He listen. How did he get undisputed, bro?
You said how?
Hmm?
He was in the right place at the right time. That's how.
Oh, okay. Good answer. That's exactly all he did. You say, good answer.
What
He
you
was at the
mean?
right place at the right time. I
Hey,
can dig it. He didn't have
sometimes
to.
stuff just happens, man. You ain't
Wasn't
gotta.
wasn't that emailed to him though? Wasn't that Bell emailed to him?
Then you going, yeah, they say most of the champions out
Oh,
147 got email
no,
belts and
I'm just
yeah,
asking you a question. Wasn't that Bell emailed to him?
dang, I mean most of the champions at 135 got email belts, because they got
Oh man.
man, I haven't seen nobody unify 135 since dang. Who the last person unified
Hey
135?
look.
I think it's
Shakur
wrong
about
with
to. Look, Shakur gonna beat TL. See, I see Shakur need to worry about what's going on at hand, his fight with TL. I can
I
jump
think
out
he
the
gonna win
window.
it. I think he
But
gonna win it.
listen,
I know.
listen, listen. I could jump out the window and talk about future fights because I ain't the one fighting in the ring. So I'm gonna tell you like this: they're gonna fight Conor Ben. They're gonna go back down and fight the winner.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? To
I don't hear
unify
Devin.
and get
I don't
Lenny
hear
on.
Devin Haney nowhere in them plans. That's what I'm
Why
saying.
not? Why not?
Because you said Conor Ben, he gonna go down,
No,
unified.
no,
Like
no. Listen,
I
listen,
haven't
listen,
heard
listen,
Haney.
listen. Haynes gonna be at the fight, so that's only evident. We just talked about that. How you trying to
Uh,
forget?
I don't know who he there
You
for, because he got beats with everybody. So I don't know who he there for. You know.
know, we gonna see. He better be there for Shakur talking about, man. If you want a rehydration clause, we can do it, or we can do it at catch weight,
Uh,
or something like they really come to an agreement. That's all I want to hear. Real negotiations.
but
I don't want to
I
hear no
don't know
funk.
why y'all
Fake.
be acting like he's small though. Like he gonna be
Who?
bigger than Teal. He gonna be bigger
Who?
than Teal. Shakur.
Who? Shakur?
Yeah, he gonna be
Okay,
bigger than
and
him when he hop in the ring. Like he ain't a little dude at all.
uh,
He far from it.
hold on. You making it seem like that's not the argument right now. You see what I'm saying? That ain't no argument right there. We ain't arguing over that. We ain't even debating over it. What we do? Hold on. Come
What's
on.
good, y'all?
Yeah, man. Blue
Yeah,
Hustle,
what's
man,
good?
trying to act like Shakur so fragile. He sounded like a Tank fan over here, man.
Hold on.
He's
Whoa,
so
whoa. Now you
loyal.
stunting. This nigga stunting his ass off trying to say I'm acting like he's fragile. Trying to
You
get
know,
off the
you know, you
gas.
know, you know. I gotta add something to it. You know, I gotta
Hey,
add
look,
something
look.
to
I
it.
ain't even
Add a
mad
little
at you
bit of
doing this.
flair to it, a little bit of
Yeah,
spice.
Yeah,
got
I
to.
respect that. Look. I respect that. Shoot, I ain't even mad. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't even mad at my guy,
Nah, I just
Joseph.
hope he win though. I hope he win though. But you know, people
Okay.
get under pressure when somebody be watching them. You know, like
Man, if
it's
you don't get off
that.
the gas, we talk about.
Hey,
Hey, listen. Hey, listen.
Bub said if Haney get in the ring, that's payback for what Shakur did to him. They got to fight after that, bro.
Yeah,
That ain't no payback. How's that payback?
No
If
rehydration
listen,
clause.
if Haney get in the ring, bro, he better be willing to listen. Don't even hop in the ring if you ain't gonna do. If you ain't gonna be really talking business.
he might hop in the ring twice. I don't know.
Ooh. Hey, look, he
Yeah,
doing too much. He don't even know what he want to do. He's
yeah,
supposed to be
cause
coming out with a hit list too. He's supposed to be having
yeah.
another hit list.
You heard
Bill,
Bill. You heard Bill.
mhm, Bill got
Yeah,
another hit list.
yeah.
Hey,
He
you
got to
you heard
refresh it.
you hey you heard somebody else cheering them on. They was for real.
Hey, Bradley here, yo. What happened to Bradley, y'all? Yeah, I'm about to kick
Oh
him off.
no.
He fell
He
off, huh?
gonna have to come back if he want to come
Well,
back.
he didn't fall off. Now you kicked him off.
Yeah, I don't
Dank
know. I got a
Dank
feeling
said
he
he had
fell
to go
asleep or
handle
something.
something. Dank said he gonna be back. He had to go handle something.
Oh, that's good. That's all right. Yeah, man. What y'all think about Shakur? After Shakur fight Teofimo Lopez, what y'all think about Shakur fighting Gary Antoine? I know we saw
I'm
the
okay with
sparring
that.
and everything, so what y'all think
Yeah,
about
I'm
that
okay
though?
with that. I'm with it.
Yeah,
I'm with it. I'm with it.
I feel like he'll
Anybody
watch
with a belt.
Gary. He'll watch Gary
Yeah,
though. Gary
I'm
not
with
that
that
nice to
fight.
me.
Y'all feel like you feel like he'll watch Gary?
Yeah, it wouldn't even be close.
Look
I
what he
Damn,
was
really
doing at
feel like
sparring,
that.
fam.
Yeah,
Look
I
what he was
really feel
doing
like
at
that.
sparring. That nigga Shakur was
I
catching
mean,
him, and Gary was.
he wasn't swimming without getting wet though in that sparring though. I can't say
Yeah,
that.
but hey
I
He was
mean,
man,
holding
but
his
don't
own, but
matter.
he wasn't swimming
It's
without getting
different.
wet though.
it's
You seen
called
that nigga?
boxing.
Hey, listen.
You
You
gotta
seen Gar
score.
reach in when he got hit. He reached in and wanted to lean on Shakur for some support. It looked like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the punches you don't see, and you know that nigga eyes be getting puffy. I just feel like Shakur shut him. I don't know why he had shut his eyes.
Hey
I just
man,
don't
I
see a
think
chance with him. I don't feel like he that nice. How everybody saying he that nice, like, cause
Gary
if he,
Antoine.
cause if he was really that dude, he should have beat Pollo.
Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. That's why I
No,
keep
no,
saying
what
like
I no
when
that
these
fight right
fighters.
there. You know what? That fight right there. I think that he corrected it though. He wasn't using his jab at all. He wasn't coming off the jab.
We gonna see
Man,
when
And
he
hold on,
fight.
hold on, hold on. That means his ring IQ ain't that good. Like he's supposed to have a
no,
really, really
no,
deep.
he corrected it. It
And
wasn't.
they
He do
now
more
listen to me.
talking. He do more
Listen to
talking
me.
than
Listen to
fighting,
me.
man.
Listen exactly. Listen to me. He was but he comes from a boxing family. He is from a boxing family. A boxing
And what you
family.
saying? What's your point?
Okay, my point is this is that he should have known his ring IQ should be higher than that. He shouldn't have lost, bro. That's why when he took that loss of 12, I was like, what the hell? He shouldn't even lost that fight, but he lost it. And I called the fight too. I said, Puello gonna put them hands on him. I was joking. And then he started
Uh,
doing it.
Puello
So,
beat
so what?
Matias. He
You
beat
put that?
Matias
You
to me
attribute
too,
that to his ring IQ?
bro. If he
Well,
would have
yeah,
just
it is
used
a
the
part of the ring
jab,
IQ because he didn't make the proper adjustments to maintain the fight, to win the fight straight.
yeah,
So
he
yeah,
just
it's
kept
ring
jumping
IQ.
in. He just kept jumping in and getting caught. Like,
That's ring IQ, bro.
I think if they fight again, I think that won't be a problem.
I don't
I feel
know.
like he corrected it.
What's up,
When we saw him fight Rayo, he corrected it from what I saw.
man? But
You know,
that's Ryo though. That's Ryo, bro. Like Ryo ain't no technician. So like,
Yeah, Rayo was easy work, man. Let's call it what it was, man. They was playing hot potato with the
yeah,
WBA super title.
Look,
yeah.
that
Hey,
was a very
They
good.
Ryo
stripped
did what he had to do
Poirier.
against Pitbull, though.
Say that again.
Ryo did what he had to do against Pitbull.
Because Pitbull should have never been a champion in the first place.
Facts.
Because he took it off of Rolly, and Rolly should have never been a champion in the first place. That's why I said
Yeah,
they
they
was playing
gifted
hot
Rolly that
potato with the
belt,
WBA.
and we know that
So
they
what
kept
you
it in the
saying is, so
PBC.
what you saying, Pitbull is easy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel
Yeah,
like Lamont beat him. I ain't gonna be boozy because he the first
Lamont
person
did
I
beat him,
seen.
fam.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Lamont
Lamont
bro,
did
did beat
beat
him.
him, but
Lamont did beat
I
him.
don't feel like he easy though.
bro,
Listen,
Lamont
Lamont
that's
the
the
did
first
beat
reason why.
him.
person I
Listen.
seen.
Think about it. Think about the Schofields. Look. The Schofields, senior and junior. Well, not junior. I'm not putting him on that. Junior will fight.
Senior
But
don't want it,
senior making excuses already. He said, "Why you want to go him? Go for what's your name? Well, you don't need him. He's number. You got number two. You don't want to go for number four. That don't even make no sense."
But see, that's not
He
really an
fucking.
excuse. That's what the rules is. And by
oh,
right, the nigga Body and Schofield should be the niggas to get the fight.
and also they say it's by their discretion, so they can pick whoever 1 through 5.
Yeah, but
And
it's they're picking between. Listen, they're picking between Lamont and Body.
yeah, that's a
Yeah,
fact.
Hey
So what
man,
I'm
y'all
trying to
talking about
say is
135.
that's why I'm saying, look, you got to understand, Lamont Roach came to a tie with two good fighters, man, two good fighters, Pitbull and Tank. You see what I'm saying? So think
Hey,
about that.
Lamont Roach can fight, man. You know what
bro,
I'm
he the
Yeah,
saying?
first
Lamont
person
Roach
I
can fight.
seen. He the first
listen,
person I seen walk Pitbull down. I've never seen
yep,
Pitbull on the back foot. That's
and
why I
look,
thought
not
he
just
won
that,
the fight.
not just that. I'm telling you right now. I believe that Senior knows that his son probably can't beat him.
Hey, look,
For some weird reason, I think he gonna knock Lamont out, bro. For
Well, I
some
won't say
weird reason.
I
Roach
won't say
made
he can't beat him. I won't say he
look
can't beat him, but I won't
look
say that.
Lamont Roach made Pitbull change his old style, bro.
Yep.
Pitbull ain't
Yep.
never like he said. Pitbull wasn't ever on the back foot like that in no fights that I remember seeing. But as far as Lamont Roach, matching up with Kid, y'all think Lamont Roach is going to go back down to 135? Like,
Bro, I think he can. It's
you
just
think he
like,
can?
yeah, I
Man, well,
think
Yeah,
like,
Lamont
it's a
Roach, yes,
possibility he
Lamont
go
Roach,
back down.
yes, he can. He can go to 135 and
I
140.
think that might
He can
affect
play
him,
of those
man.
two.
Moving up and down like that, I think that's going to affect him.
I think he just chasing the big money fights though at this point.
yeah,
He
So
chasing the belt. He want a belt.
at this point,
He want
I think he
recognition.
might if the Pitbull fight present itself, which I think it won't. He probably might not just have. He might just have a choice to go back down to 135 and shit.
yeah, and
Hey,
his hand already out the
where y'all think
cast.
Lamont belong at though? Where y'all think he belong at? Because we saw him at
135 is cool.
130. He was the 130 champ. He went up to 135. You know what I'm saying? Fort Tank. Then he went up to 140. Now y'all talking about he going back down to 135. Where y'all
I
think
think
he
he a
belong at?
135. I think he a 135 fighter.
Yeah, let's see what he could do at 135.
Yeah.
I could I could see
I'd
that
rather
because
see him at 135. Go back down there and play.
Because
Go ahead.
Pitbull is a small one. I think Pitbull is a little small for 140. So, for him to go up there and fight Pitbull, that's understandable. You think he might be a 135-pound fighter because Pitbull ain't that big anyway.
Nah, that's a fact. And if Pitbull had a choice, he'd be at 135 as well.
No, they just moved him on because it was just like a lick up there.
He just
FC
had to, yeah.
Rolly.
But see, they gave him an
Ray, I
unwarranted.
see you, Ray. You keeping your camera on?
They gave him an unwarranted shot at the interim title. So, I mean, when you
Hmm.
get special privilege, you gonna take advantage of it and shit. But
Ray
shit,
Davis in the
let
building.
me remember y'all asked me about the Dana White shit. I just pulled up an article. Um, Dana White gives clarity on Jai Opetaia unification situation.
Hmm.
He admitted that he was a little too vague when he claimed Zuffa Boxer would exterminate the sports sanctioning body. So I guess he's trying to walk that back a little bit. Um, White and Zuffa Boxing made a splash earlier in the week when they landed IBF and ring cruiserweight champion Jai Opetaia. However, fans were confused when Opetaia mentioned his pursuit of the title unification status in his announcement message. considering White just recently claimed the promotion would get rid of the other belts. White provided clarity on the situation at the Zuffa press conference. He admitted that everything is still a work in progress and that his previous statement might have been a little bit too aggressive. Here's a quote from him. All of this is sort of a work in progress. Obviously, these guys all came from somewhere they had plans, they had dreams from when they were little kids and they first put on the gloves. So we're gonna do everything in our power to make sure these guys can do what they want to do, and we'll work with Ja and probably many other guys on this stuff. So yeah, I see he kind of
So it
saying
just seemed
like,
like they're a regular promotional company. That's what it seemed like to me.
yeah, that's what it seemed like and shit.
Yeah, it ain't no, they ain't making no new boxing and all that. It's just regular.
I mean,
They just a new
but if they
promotional
come through with a
company.
belt, that's some crazy shit too and shit.
I think
So
they gonna use that ring belt though. I don't think they gonna use a new belt.
I think when I didn't watch their promotional shit, but I seen like a picture of a belt floating around, like a nigga was walking around with a Zuffa belt and shit. It kind of looked like the UFC title.
No, that was probably some AI shit.
So, so Zuffa, what Zuffa's really is really just like a building platform, to say the least. They have their own belt, but their belt is not going to be regulated or accepted by the other sanctioning bodies. What it is just it's their own belt to get them promoted into like a bigger fight. If you actually listen to the interview with J Rod, right? J Rod even has said it, right? I'm in a 3-fight deal. I'm trying to make that fight so I can get out to Riyadh. I want to get out there to Riyadh and fight for that ring belt. So they're putting them in position to fight for major fights. And this is just basically for these fighters that are not getting the fights that, you know what I mean, sitting on the sidelines and waiting for fights. They're signing deals where they're getting fights, already knowing their dates and things like that, able to
Yeah,
prepare for the fights, and it's getting them, it's keeping them from sitting down. You know what I mean? A lot of these
Yeah,
fights are active, and the
yep,
inactivity in the sport is really what's killing it more so than the fighters being put out there to fight on PBC, Top Rank, whatever. You know what I mean? These guys don't even know where their next fight's going to happen, when it's going to happen. It's have to be pay per view. So these guys are actually going to get recognized, and if they win and they're successful, they're going to the next level. They
hmm
work boxing in general, right? I said on the channel today with Clay, I was like, look, man, if this works out, right? Let's just say it works out. What does the NFL do or college football do, right? What do they do? The biggest thing is it's a copycat league, and they say that for a reason. So if it works out, the other um, stations or programs are going to do NBC, Fox, and stuff like that. They're going to be like, yo, let's implement this same thing. Why not grab a Matchroom Boxing or DAZN and put it on our network? So now we don't have to pay for a DAZN app, right? Now we just pay for the Fox app, we get DAZN with it, or NBC, we get, or Peacock, we get DAZN with it, or PBC with it, we get Top Rank with it. So basically, it's just it's a game changer, to say the least, if it's successful, right? It's still coming around, and we have to wait and see how the platform is going to work, because we seen the XFL, we seen that come and go, right? We seen the people that didn't make it to the league or got put on practice squads, go play in the XFL. Some of them made it back to the league when they closed it off, but they were giving these guys good contracts and certain benefits where everybody was like, yo, this is where it's at. They were giving these guys highlights and allowing them to tackle certain ways without restrictions or rules. But people just couldn't bite into it, right? They was like, nah, we good. We ain't going to do all that. But now, what boxing is, the casual fan gets to watch boxing. It's not like football where the casual fan can sit down and watch CBS or NBC and Fox and watch a football game anymore. Now they have the option of watching boxing, without a service or without paying major money in pay per views. So they had it on ESPN, but how many people watch ESPN? You know what I mean? Like, how many non sports fans watch ESPN? This is going to be something that's significant. A lot of people that are UFC are going to be able to cross over as well, right? They're going to be able to say, well, we're supporting Dana. You know how some fans are fans of places, right? They're going to be like, we support Dana. We're going to see what he has on the table. They're going to watch. Jake Paul did a glamorous thing, which a lot of people don't understand, with United States boxing, right? He became a face of a sport without being the face of the sport, because he was able to captivate the fans that are casuals in the space. Ryan Garcia, like I said, don't be surprised if he signs with Zuffa after this fight, right? Because he's able to get the fights, and he's able to stay public. He's getting fights. He's able to create a fan base. People will follow him. Big names are going there. They talk about Usyk signing, bro. So it's like about this and how it works out. We have to wait to see how it plays out. Like I said, I'm not putting everything on their back. I don't want people thinking that I'm loving it or hating it. I'm just saying, like anything else, give it a chance. If it works, it works. It doesn't, you go back to the drawing board. That's it. Land my plane.
So it's
Nah,
Hey,
like
that's
y'all
a fact.
smash the like button, y'all.
Shit, let me remember I was telling y'all about Mauricio Suleiman as well. So he said TKO and Zuffa are the minor leagues and we are the major league. He said it's very unfortunate that Dana White and his whole team has taken this path of trying to bully and be so aggressive. There is no need for aggression. They can start their boxing league and do whatever they want. I wish them success. They can benefit boxers, but the way they are presenting it is completely against the interests of the general state of boxing. So that nigga
Yo,
Dana,
what
I
they
mean,
mean by that? Why they saying that, yo?
and he dropped the.
What did they do that was so aggressive, yo?
That's what I was about to say again, because Dana replied today and said, what did he do that was so aggressive?" So and also Mauricio issued an open letter to the boxing community around the world today, saying everything is going to be all right. Unfortunately, our sport is currently in the headlines all over the world, but for the wrong reasons. A powerful entity worth billions of dollars is shouting in an attempt to make itself heard regarding its intent to enter boxing and dominate the sport while eliminating promoters and sanctioning organizations. Their aim to alter the landscape of boxing in the pursuit of a profit cannot be ignored, and it needs to be seen for what it is, an attempt takeover of the people's sport, which should not be owned or dominated by a single entity. Those efforts include spending millions of dollars to modify or introduce new laws in the United States of America, and they've used money and influence to buy testimonials and promote scripted interviews on networks that they own. Money can buy many things. However, no one is rich enough to buy back their past or erase their actions, which is facts. Glory, history, reputation, service, and integrity can never be bought. It is as simple as that. Boxing is the greatest in the sport in the world, and it is the one that offers opportunities to those who come from humble beginnings and overcome obstacles, hoping to become someone in life. Those girls and boys who dream of winning a gold medal for their country or winning the WBC green belt to become world champion. That's what that nigga stated today. So that nigga's not jacking that Zuffa shit. And we know Mauricio, them niggas stand firm. They not fucking with the bitches when they want to do 12-round fights, 3 minute rounds and shit.
yeah, he
So
don't allow his belt to be presented.
it look like the WBC gonna fight back and shit.
Yeah, they got the right to.
I
Yeah, but
don't get
I
it.
don't
Like
like
for
how he
what? Like if they start their own thing, like with the WBC, I don't understand what they trying to do.
man, I don't like how he making it seem like boxing was just so pure. It's like it's been the wild wild west. Like everybody out for money in this game. So like I don't
Hey,
see what he talking about.
one thing we can say that is positive that came out of Zuffa boxing entering the space is this changing of the Muhammad Ali Act. This amendment or whatever it is. It's making it better, man. People been complaining about it being too many belts and everything, and it been falling on deaf ears as far as these sanctioning bodies, man. The WBC and WBA in particular, with these darn super belts and franchise belts and all these gold, silver, and all these other crazy belts, man. Come on, man. Y'all just trying to eat off of these fighters, man. Like Bud said, they raping them, man. Oh, I shouldn't have said that word. They graping them.
Nah, that's a fact. They definitely not playing ball the right way and shit. Um, so we just gotta see, man. Like I stated from long time and shit, I fuck with the nigga Turkey because certain niggas that's getting the bag, uh, is getting the bag that they wasn't gonna get. So shit, bleed that nigga for all his money, and if the nigga fucking run out of money, the market reset and the shit get back to what it was and shit. You know what I'm saying? But I don't fuck with that nigga Dana White. You know what I'm saying? But I gotta look more into what they trying to do with the Ali Act and shit. I haven't taken a dive into that shit yet. But I'm gonna do my research and get brushed up on it and shit.
Um, quick question: did anybody have a problem when they had the WBC tournament? Did anybody even watch it? Did anybody care?
Which WBC tournament?
They did it
Oh,
over there in Saudi,
The
didn't they?
Grand Prix.
Yes.
Shit,
I
I
watched
knew
it.
about it and shit.
Right. So what? But hold on, real quick. Wasn't that professional fighters fighting at a to get notified to get contracts and stuff like that with promotional companies? So I mean they
And they
went through.
were in conjunction with Riyadh season as well.
Yeah,
So TKO is not conjunction with Riyadh season. Isn't that the
they
end result
are.
for Zufa?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, it's a
Exactly.
connection.
So
I
why
don't
did
think.
Mauricio? Why is Mauricio sitting here saying one thing when he did the exact same thing and it was a success, right? But then someone else is doing it and they're trying to make it a platform and they're being recognized. They're going to be seen by a lot more people, and he's throwing shade in another direction. Isn't that kind of hypocritical?
I think he mad
Yeah, it
because
is.
they not using his the secondary titles like the youth champion and all that bullshit. It's not in there. So that's why he mad because he ain't making no money off of it.
Yeah, he
So
gonna absolutely lose money,
yeah,
and the way they came at him, you could already see going back to like the Bud situation. How the nigga Mauricio just been on some shit. You know what I'm saying? So we can see what's going on and shit. There's a new entity coming in, and he feel threatened, and he's speaking his mind, and he let us know exactly what he thought. He called them niggas the minor league, uh, and they were the majors. So we're gonna see what happens and shit.
hey man, but I think it's good though because he got all these other promoters. Like they trying to team up against Turkey, but I think that's good though. Like Oscar teaming up with the PBC, so we gonna get more cross promotional fights. So like that's good for boxing, even though it took for a billionaire to step in for y'all to do it. So
Bro, we trying to get Turkey to get the four horsemen together. We can get these fights under Azufa. Oh Lord,
Hey Ray, you back, Ray?
nigga Bubs, man.
You know what I mean? I'm just stapling stuff, so I don't want to be making noise in the background.
Right.
But no, what they said is 100% true, man. I'm about to. Huh?
Go ahead. My bad.
No, I was going to say, like, exactly what y'all just said, right? So, yeah, it is affected. It does have an effect on the belts, but at the end of the day, aren't they all still working with the same people? You know what I mean? At the end of the day, they're still working with Ring. They're still working with Riyadh. And for if you actually look at the initial note, the WBC and the WBO, I'm sorry, and IBF were the ones against it. I'm sorry, WBC was accepted to it to a degree, and they supported it, but the WBO and the IBF were against it. And it's so funny that now they're all on the same understanding because it's explained, and people don't really understand things until it rolls out, or until they see it in play. Once they see things in a good in how it works and how it helps the sport maintain, then it changes, right? Because all these other promotional companies, they all work with Ring and Real. All these fighters, they just wanna have, like I said, they just want to have fights, man. That's what they get paid to do. And if Riyadh's going to be able to facilitate those, I'm sorry, if Zufa's going to be able to facilitate those fights for some of these guys that other companies aren't, or you know what I mean, where do you think they're going to go? Especially when they're getting benefits, training facilities, personal chefs, meal prep rather, and things that help benefit them and put them and make them feel like they're appreciated, bro, where do you think they're going to go? They're going to go where they feel that. And guess what's going to happen? You're going to have people changing their guard. They're going to have to come up with plans or situations that are going to be similar, and they're going to have to make the same offerings. We got to remember
hmm
this is not just like it's got to work first, right? Everyone's putting the hatching the chicken or the egg. They're hatching the egg, right? The chicken before the egg. They're hatching it already. They're already putting it in play, and they're already dropping the bomb. Like, oh, it's going to fail. We don't know what's going to happen until it happens. I mean, we have to see how the platform works out. This is their first event. Let's see how it is in 6 months. Then let's give a judgment. Let's see how it looks. You know what I mean? It may change your mind. You may see things that you never thought. And not to mention that TKO, again, partner with Riyadh, they are going to put major fighters on these cards. They are not just going to have the fighters that they sign
Yeah.
to their situation, because Zuffa's going to merge with other platforms. They're going to have fights with let's just say, if just throwing this out there, let's just say Jai Bataille, right? He's going to have to fight somebody over it for a belt. If Benavidez or Zerba wins, he wants to unify. He's got to leave. He's got to leave, right? And where's he going when he leaves? He's going over. They're going to have to go to Ring or Riyadh to go make this fight happen, or they're going to have to do it on one of those cards that TKO will be behind, and that's just another promotional company in Zuffa putting their fighter in a ring with another champion. Whether they represent the belt or not, or whatever the case may be, it's still going to give us the fight that we want. And that's, at the end of the day, that's what all the fans want. They just want to see the biggest names in the ring with each other. That's it.
Hey,
Hey
hey,
man, you
Bubs,
see what Bub's saying?
yeah. Yo, I ain't never trying to hate on David Benavidez, bro. You know what I'm saying? I rock with the Mexican monster. So ain't
Why
no
would
hate coming
Tank
from
be
this way.
forced to fight for Zuffa? Tank can make.
Who
Tank don't
said
gotta go to
that?
Zuffa, brother.
Who said that?
Man, Tank better fight that case. That's what Tank better
That's
do,
what I'm
man.
saying. You worried about the wrong stuff for Tank right now, man.
But shit, we gonna find out real soon because Chris Billum Smith, who I think is with Matchroom, he's the highest rated IBF fighter at the moment and shit. So we gonna find out how Zuffa abide by the IBF rules, because you know them niggas don't be playing with they shit. You gotta fight whoever they mandate, or you gonna get
Yeah, they
stripped and
ain't
shit.
playing. They won't
So
be
we're gonna
playing at
find out
all.
how the relationship between the sanctioning bodies and Zuffa how it's gonna work out very soon and shit, in my opinion.
Yeah. Hey, yo, man, I gotta go to work in the morning, though, y'all. I gotta shut it down, man.
All
Yeah.
right, man.
I wish I
Word.
could stay on here and, you know what I mean, talk boxing all night, but well, we practically did talk boxing all night. It's 2:19 over here. I don't know what time it is out there,
Hey,
Dank.
hey,
But
send us away with Tank drowning in the pool, man. Yeah,
oh
send us
man, you
away
want to
with
see
that.
that? Yeah,
I'm,
you
I'm,
diabolical, bro.
yeah, y'all keep it 100. You know what I mean? I got to go back to work. Peace
All
out.
right,
All
great
right,
Word.
we
show,
got
Have a
you
man.
good
this
one,
You
three.
boss.
boys be safe, man.
Have a good one.
Who I want some of T-Bone?
I wanna go to sleep.
The dreams I know for.
Give me that red. Give me a wet red. God damn, bro. Wet red. No, like that. No. Whoop his
that hand
ass.
up.
Straight, you all right? Breathe.
Mhm.
They were saying that I was messing with his daughter off of the fact that she kept Snapchatting me. Okay. She kept hitting me on the Snapchat. So they sent it to Floyd, and Floyd bugged out. I was in a lose-lose situation now. What came out still on top.
With Floyd? You said, what was the lose-lose situation? What you mean?
Just a little situation that he put me in to, make me lose.
You talking about like a boxing match or?
Yeah, a boxing match.
Who, if you don't mind? If you don't want to, it's
Pedraza.
fine. Who?
Joseph Pedraza, my first world title. He was like, you gotta fight this fighter, which is Joseph Pedraza. if you don't fight him, you're not fighting. You sitting on a shelf. So I had to fight him.
And I told Tank, I said, yo, we fucked up. I keep it real with him. You know what I'm saying? And I knew Floyd was gonna get his back. I knew it. All the work that I had done, standing on the corner with the pads, raising money to get him a tournament. The people came out and supported us. And New York City, man. I'm gonna tell y'all a story, man. Tank fainted the night of the fight. And I took him up and threw him at the pool and woke his ass up.
The draw's on. Screaming. What's wrong?
Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. And right now, you can save £50 per person.
Earthman, you fool-ass Earthman. Listen,